Live. Hit it. D train after. No, whoa. Wrong guy. See, motherfucker, you're fired. You know what this is. The HHN Special Report. Back again. Who is it? The nigga Hurricane. Hey, hood news and reviews in the house again. Said the pack of men. Ladies and gentlemen, front, the left, right. We back again. Hey, who is it? Nigga Hurricane, hood news breaking you what the news in the house again. Hey, we going back and get back, and we going back and get back, and we going back again for the very first time. Don't worry if I write checks. I write my we going back to the HHN Special Report. You already know what it is. Gotta bring you some news, y'all. Gotta bring out some news, y'all. But you know how we start things off. We're gonna start things off like that. We'll start things out like that. Let go. Hey, chill. Hey.
Rogue One production.
Papa clip, double cop, but they get shot. The revolutionary lyrics solid hip hop. Papa cop, leave the dead, but they get shot. The baby, the body, get dead, I gotta dip out. To get the mama, get everybody flip out. They got a motherfucker gun, take a rib out. Got a motherfucker troops, I'm saying out. The weed taking down the motherfucking White House. Got a 12 baby girl, put a sight out. Hit a fan while you sleeping on a nice couch. You blow it up and with it, everybody ride out. Night out, head back to the hideout. These fans never find out. Got a thunder with buttons as soon as I put it, it's on the winning, the butter did it. Never committed, the winners in the eliminated. Everybody know what the winners I never spent.
Shit get a dope, go for the dope. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody go, how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it. Shoot like a villain, see you in a minute. I'm still never been a born of a villain in a minute. I'm gonna show you motherfucking in the BZ. If I take your phone for a city, kill a motherfucker, kill a motherfucker, kill a. Kill with a blade that's made out of villain. Shoot him in the brain, but he came out of river tears in the gang. Everybody came out of kill. Put it to the limit, and I live when I run for my cops. I'm a building, kill you motherfucking niggas, throw my pants. I'm a building, kill you motherfucking niggas. Shoot the president, kill you motherfucking niggas. Put the parliament, I kill them all quicker. Fucking on the weed and I'm drinking them all liquor. Pull out the gap, I'm packing y'all niggas. When I watch your back, cause I'm blasting y'all niggas.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Shit get a dope, go for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the illest that never spit it.
Hey. The HHN Special Report. Shouts out to everybody coming through, and shouts out to everybody that's going to watch this on the playback. HHN Special Report about to bring out some news. You already know what it is. You dig?
Rogue One production.
Don't double click, about to shoot the cop dead in the bubble lake. It's that rebel shit, next level shit. Make them dig they own grave with the shovel quick. Hurricane be the name, I'm a boss. Metal gear on me, knocking motherfucking heads off. Raise the grave, make the dead walk. Raid every power structure in they motherfucking red cross. Fucking creep in the White house. Where's the fuck the president? About to murk that nigga right now. Got my girl with the snipe rounds. Shoot the fed in his head cause the bitch wouldn't pipe down. Motor City is the fight time. Joe Lewis with the hands, give it to you, see the 9 rounds. You can hit that shit from 9 times. They say hurricane, put your gun down. I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they tell you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Hurricane got a blast quick. Close quarters combat, guarantee you get your ass kicked. Flip a nigga with a mad blitz. Better watch your step, you can tackle through a glass, bitch. Flying kicks in the flash splits. I'm the last man standing, you be lying in the grass, bitch. About to head to the Pentagon. After that, I'm blowing up temples and synagogues. I know I'm a synagogue, but when I get up there, I'm killing you and your fucking mob. Cause you ain't do your fucking job. On the pain in this world, I can't spell a fucking rhyme. Create us a newer earth. Cast the evil government to the ends of the universe. Now they telling me to calm down. I would never put my fucking gun down. I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no.
If they want you to comply, better tell them no. HHN Special Report.
Can you? I've got one question for you, Jimmy. Sure. Really, we're both talking about the massive shift that we've both had in our personal thinking.
Yes.
And for me, it changed. My thinking changed in 2021 when I realised a lot of this was just a racket and gobbledygook and unscientific. But looking back, things had been going wrong before that.
No shit.
And I'd been naive for a period of time. But I think 20, 30 years ago, I wasn't. I think things were genuinely okay then. When did that kind of shift occur, do you think? Or has it always been like that? We just haven't realised it.
John D. Rockefeller.
Right, John D. Rockefeller. You already heard me in the background.
I think it's always been like that. You know, I've read things about the Rockefeller takeover of modern medicine, right? If you know anything about that, you know that he wanted us to use petroleum-based medicines, and they kind of made every other kind of medical treatment seem like quackery, right? And so they were able to get rid of everybody except for the osteopaths, right? So somehow they were able to hang around, and so that I see an osteopath treating me for my COVID injury. And so they're great, and if you go back, it's the fact that if you look into even the smallpox vaccine, right? People talk about it like it's it was the greatest invention in the world, and it turns out people actually revolted against it, and the towns wouldn't allow them to give it to their kids anymore. And lots of the things that are attributed to vaccines, a lot of the health benefits attributed to vaccines were already wiped out before because of proper sanitation, less pesticides, things like that. So I think it's been going on. And then, of course, in the 80s in the United States, they got the shield from lawsuits, the big pharma did, to produce vaccines. And so that was the beginning of the end. That was maybe the middle of the end. I don't know, but we've been going through this, I think, for at least since the beginning of the 1900s. And it just got ramped up when they got that immunity shield. It passed through Congress in the 80s. And that's when the vaccine schedule went from like 6 shots to 72 shots in the United States. And nobody even knows about it. I've been at parties in Hollywood talking to doctors, and they're afraid of RFK. And then I tell them about the hepatitis vaccine is the first one they give a baby, and their jaw's on the floor. Like, why would they do that? And stuff like that. Just so they don't know anything about it either. So I think it's been going on for a lot long. I just think that it got really highlighted, and it became hard to ignore if you're looking during COVID of all the corruption, all the lies, and how this has all been about. It's all about the reason why we eat processed food in America is because it makes somebody money. It's all based on, this is like end stage capitalism. We're poisoning ourselves because it makes someone a little richer. We're spraying all our wheat with glyphosate, which is toxic, right? Which they don't do in other countries. We have all kinds of
bromine, I think.
Yeah, we have all kinds of food additives in our food in the United States that are banned in other countries. And they've gotten people to.
And plus, like I said, our food is banned in over 60 plus countries. Why is that? Because our food ain't shit.
Fear RFK instead of fearing the things he's talking about, which is just so. That's my answer to that is I think it's been going on a long time. Can you talk about? Can you quickly talk about like how this has taken an emotional toll on you? Because it's taken an incredible emotional toll on me. I literally have lost lots of my friends, almost all of them in Hollywood. It's because of that groupthink, and they become the enforcers of it. And
I lost my friend because I exposed Black Lives Matter. But I watched people lose friends because of COVID. I watched people lose friends because motherfuckers voted for Biden or Trump. I lost motherfuckers running around like chickens with their head cut off during this motherfucking shit. But what I liked about it was it showed people's true colors. And plus it confirmed my suspicion not to fuck with their goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I was very smart. They was like, shit, everybody out here smashing each other and caring about other diseases. I'm like, bitch, did you take the vax? Because y'all niggas gonna catch it if you ain't motherfucking took the vax. Yo, man, nigga, I ain't took the vax. All right, are you fucking someone that did? Because if you did, you're fucked. I was telling people in the beginning, nigga, watch out. They be like, but you asking all the wrong questions. Ask her, did she take the vax? If she said yes, turn around. And say vice versa. Ladies, ask the man, did you take that vax? He said, yeah, turn the fuck around.
of control, and they think that they really are doing a good thing, but they're not. They've turned into the worst version of themselves, and they've abandoned the lefties used to be for free speech. They used to be for bodily autonomy, my body, my choice, and they just completely turned all that. And they used to be critical and suspicious of big pharma, and that all went out the window during COVID. So can you talk about how this has affected you emotionally, and if you've been ostracized from certain communities, and how that's affected you?
Yeah, you're right. It's like a complete swap, isn't it? It's just mostly bizarre. Yeah, did you just mention in your medicalization point there? I mean, Rockefeller must have been 18 something. So, yeah, I mean, looking back.
Yeah, keep on saying Rockefeller. I keep on mentioning it. You know what I'm saying, Doc? He said he want motherfuckers sick. Then he said, when it comes to the education system, he don't want a nation of thinkers. He want a nation of workers. So, like, shit. I tell people, read John D. Rockefeller's Secret Covenant. Motherfuckers think they're so smart, but can't see the motherfucking bullshit in front of you. This is why a revolution is needed. For real, for real. Because all the sheeps and NPCs, I call y'all target practice.
Now, I would see that all of my career has been, if you like, over-medicalized. An overemphasis on drugs rather than on lifestyle and healthy, healthy lifestyle. I still think things probably got dramatically worse. I don't know. I'm guessing about 10 in the last 10, 15, 20 years. I think things got worse. But
and this is an old guy talking. He said, like, he thinks things just got worse. No, how about this? Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Can I be honest? Can I keep it a buck? I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. This land was fucking awesome before those goddamn colonizers came off that goddamn boat, murdered, raped, and pillaged this fucking land, and created the shit that we see now. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. These evil motherfuckers ain't shit. Go back to where the fuck you motherfucker came from. Oh, no, I forgot. You ran from those niggas to come over here and talk about we found some land. How can you find something that already was here and already existed? How can you discover something that's already here? You annex this bitch. Turn this bitch into a corporation. Got in debt with the crown. Still. Right. Like, man, fuck this shit. Oh. Hurricane talking shit? Okay. Look up Commonwealth. Look up Commonwealth states. That's how much money some of our states is giving back to the royal fucking family. We already know about states giving money to Israel. And if you want to know about the connection with Israel, read the Balfour Declaration and study all the key figures involved. Then boom, basically read a motherfucking book and some documents and do some research and do your due diligence, motherfucker. Anyway, go back to the shit.
We could argue about that. In terms of me
9/11.
personally, I actually don't work in the health service anymore. I'm not a registered practitioner now, so I don't really have the problem of working with others. If I did, I would have to fall back in and just do what I was told.
Fall back in and do what I was told. He sound like the guy that listened to authority. I do what I was told. And here's what makes me mad. It took a major scandemic for a lot of people to really wake up. Motherfuckers should have woke up during the Tuskegee experiment. Motherfuckers should have woke up in the 60s. Motherfuckers should have woke up in the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s to start this revolution to destroy this government. Real shit. Real shit. Black Panthers, nigga, they had to kill those motherfuckers. They had to motherfucking work for it. They had to motherfucking send motherfuckers infiltrate. And plus, there's another side story of motherfuckers was all agents. Who knows? Who knows? But I do know one thing. When those COINTEL profiles got leaked, that's real. These motherfuckers are afraid of a black motherfucking messiah. These are not my words. These are theirs. The man that will rise from poverty. Look where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. Sometimes you gotta walk alone, yeah. Coming from where I'm from. I'm gonna kill the government, yeah. Coming from where I'm from, hey. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up, my daddy was gone. I started fussing and they couldn't tell me nothing. Start a revolution. Shooting up your poker game. I try to be good. Try to be normal, baby. Then I found out the government is so shady. When times get rough, coming from where I'm from, you gotta grab your gun and bust, yeah. Sometimes you gotta cry a little bit louder. Coming from where I'm from. Sometimes I think I pray a little bit too much. I prayed and got no fucking answer. Hey.
Most of the time I will be very happy with, because most of the things that we do are still right. I don't want people to be frightened to go to doctors. Doctors can still save your life. It's still, if you've got an appendicitis, a surgeon will save your life. It's, I'm not gone anti-medical, but we've gone far.
I'm going anti-medical because they all fucking death dealers. That motherfuckers say not all cops are bad. I'm gonna say all cops are bad because the good cops know who the bad cops are and they're not calling them out. Yep. I'm not gonna call it the bad cop because he's dating my sister. I'm not gonna call it a bad cop because he's dating my friend. I'm not gonna call it a bad cop because I'm indoctrinated. Fuck the police. They all bad. All bad, they all bad. Everything the cops do is all bad. Ain't no good, it's all bad. I just want to confess I've been shooting them so long. Now they dead and gone, and I want you to know that. Fuck the police.
Too far down the medicalization route. And certainly I've focused far too much on that through my entire career, rather than lifestyle factors and general health. And the fact that I never really questioned vaccination before. I mean, I still don't really understand it. But
I never questioned vaccination before. I said we don't understand it. Nigga, I would not be fucking with anything from the pharmaceutical industry the moment you find out the truth. And it's fucked up that some motherfuckers gotta wake up at the age of 60. This nigga like he in his fucking 50s, 60s talking like, oh my God, I finally woke up. It's too late. You're about to die in the next 20 years. And if you took the vaccine, it might be less than that. Like, what the fuck?
I think things are worse in the States where you're giving a lot more vaccines than we are to young people, which does make me very, very uncomfortable. I have felt really pretty bad that, I mean, I was always careful never to give medical advice, but when you're teaching things, then people are obviously going to listen to that. And I felt pretty bad that I wasn't sufficiently analytical, certainly during 2020 and 2021. I should have been way more analytical, way more questioning.
I started laughing in the background. And then I was like, hold on, let me catch myself. Because you was old enough to know, nigga. I can't believe I wasn't. No, nigga. Fuck that. Oh, you ain't hear about the Tuskegee experiment, bitch? How they fucked a whole bunch of black folks up? Oh, let's overlook that. They always been doing this. And nigga talk about he naive to the fact. Like, these motherfuckers, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, you know, like real shit, I want to believe him. I want to believe him, but he's too old. He's too old. If he was young, if he was like in his 30s or something, I would give him the benefit of the doubt. But by this nigga looking like he's in his late 50s and 60s and shit, talking to Jimmy, no, nigga, you knew about the Tuskegee experiment, nigga. You know about when they bought motherfucking LSD in the 60s, nigga. You know when they motherfucking bought crack in some motherfucking black community, nigga. Don't act like you don't know nothing about the motherfucking pharmaceutical industry fucking with people. That's why I laughed in the background. And then I was like, all right, nigga, sorry, my bad. I don't mean to laugh because the nigga just waking up. But nah, if you generally just woke up, then big up to you because it's never too late. But at the end of the day, for a white guy to say that he don't know about the experimentation that was going on in our community, and plus it started in fucking Germany too, when we bought those scientists over here, man, get the fuck out of here. That nigga know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? These the motherfucking niggas that colonized this goddamn country. How the fuck you gonna act like you don't know what the fuck y'all do? We all came over here and did it. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Oh, so you know, all right, so you naive to your own history of your own people. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
But that's when the age of deference ended.
I mean, I ain't been alive.
We talk about the First World War in my country as being the end of the age of deference. Well, for me, it was 2021. I no longer defer to authority. I should have.
It was 2021. I no longer defer to the authority. I should have. You should have what?
Been much more questioning of authority.
I should have been much more questioning of authority. No, you knew you should have, but you didn't want to do because you didn't want to get popped, arrested, tear gassed. You was afraid. Afraid. Now you feel that since the shit got out, all the hearings happened. Now you want to come out and say something. Fuck you. I mean, God damn it, I didn't mean to come out like that. But shit. My bad, but shit. Shit. It had to come out like that. I do mean what I say. Fuck the bullshit. You damn near about to die. Now you want to stand up against authority. You could have did it a long time ago. You know darn well you heard the rhetoric in the streets. Ain't no way you don't watch the news and hear what's going on. Don't act like you don't see the civil unrest. They put it on the news every day as propaganda. But you still afraid. This is why I say your last hurdle when it's time for this revolution is getting over the fear of death, getting over fear of being ostracized, getting over the fear of jail, getting over the fear, period. Because one, death is a friend that guides you into infinity. Jail, you can burn that bitch to the fucking ground. But that inner conflict that you have within yourself, you got to get rid of it. Fear is a sickness that must be cut out of your fucking mind, body, and spirit. Fear hinders you from progress. And also fear lets you know that you're fucking human. But it's time to not be fucking human no more. It's time to be a fucking God. And the problem is with this revolution, people are so emotional in so many fucking ways. And I realize there's levels to this shit. When it comes to emotion, when it's time to fight this government, you can't have no emotion. These motherfuckers is killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through the disease. Killing us, our family, and friends, and lovers. With no remorse, no shame, no guilt, no regret, no sympathy, no empathy for us at all. So why in the fuck should we have sympathy, empathy, and compassion for our enemy? Why do people want to coexist with evil is beyond me. That is fucking insanity to me. Evil must be destroyed. But people talk about we need evil because of the balance. How about no? I'm changing every paradigm that was fucking taught to me, showed to me, or indoctrinated. Fuck the bullshit. If there is going to be balance, then let the good control the balance. Not saying that there is not going to be evil out there. It's in you. Real shit. It's in you. You want to do what you want, cool. But remember, there's consequences for your actions. They're killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. Our revolution will stop all that shit. And everybody can be fucking free. Fuck a new government. Everybody create their own fucking communities and just live your fucking life. Like real shit. If anybody want to still live with energy and, well, guess what? If a storm come and knock your fucking power out, you better hope you know somebody to fix your fucking wires. Otherwise, we're going solar in this bitch. We're living off the land. We need to motherfucking heal this fucking planet. If it's a planet at all. Because everybody's still debating about flat, round. I'm saying this is a fucking spaceship. Some motherfuckers believe this bitch floating on a goddamn turtle in space. So we don't know what the fuck going on. We don't know what the fuck this is. But we all do know that our government and governments around the world, parliaments included, world family included, elites, WEF, UN, these motherfuckers are killing us. And y'all don't even motherfucking realize this shit. I mean, no. No, y'all see it because y'all hear my fucking voice for the past motherfucking 15 years. On YouTube for the past 5. Motherfuckers don't want to see it and they don't want to care. This is why I say sheeps and NPCs are target practice to me. You better pick a fucking side. Real shit. You better pick a fucking side right fucking now. You on the side of the people or you on the side of the fucking government? Because if you in the middle, straddling the fence, guess what happens to niggas that's in the middle of a fucking crossfire? They get shot the fuck up. And if you want to be on that prideful shit, like, I'm going to stick to myself. I ain't on nobody's side. Good luck. Good fucking luck. Because you're going to have to go outside to look for food and supplies when your shit run out. And you're going to wish you had been in a fucking community that helps each other. You stupid fuck. You better be a badass with a dog-ass bunker with a shitload of supplies for you to be able to do that shit alone. Cool. But at the end of the fucking day, like, nigga, if we don't fucking click up, nigga, we're gonna fucking die. For real, for real. This government ain't shit. I got some shit on the floor today with this HHN special report. Because, like I said, when they push your backs against the wall, what the fuck you gonna do? But let's get back to it. But like this guy saying it, you know, he finally woke up. Okay, he finally woke up, but like, what you gonna do? Are you gonna motherfucking blast the government? Are you gonna sue motherfuckers for what they put you through? Because it's either or. You suing the government or the pharmaceutical industry, or you gonna blast the motherfucking government and the pharmaceutical industry. It's either or.
Earlier stage, because we know this, you know, science is not based on authority. Something's not right because Isaac Newton says so. Well, he actually probably is, but in this case, but you know, it's not normally not because someone says so. It's because science is trying to understand the fundamental nature of reality to the benefit of humanity. That's what it should be. So yeah, I feel bad about a lot of things, very uncomfortable about a lot of things. Yes, there's some people that don't talk to me anymore. Yes, I'm a dangerous conspiracy theorist.
These people don't talk to me no more. Oh, you just lost friends in your 60s, nigga. Tough titty. Tough fucking titty, nigga. But my compassion side, because I keep on forgetting. In the warrior code, there is compassion, and I need to get back on that. But like, once you're in full warrior mode, like, you forget about compassion. But this right here, it's not good to lose a friend. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's hurtful. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna be insensitive to this guy in this moment when it comes to losing friends because you have an opinion or a view about something. It's crazy to lose friends that you've known for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. You know, and you know, like in Jimmy's case, Jimmy lost friends too. But Jimmy was like, nigga, I took the vax. I got vaccine injured. Now I'm calling them out. Y'all supposed to be my friends and have my fucking back. And yet y'all side with the government and Big Pharma because y'all don't want to get ridiculed, ostracized, or fired or lose money. Y'all pussy. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts to lose friends. On any circumstance, it hurts. Like a motherfucker. I'll never forget many calls I used to give motherfuckers say that they lost a friend, you know. And most of the times it just be over something motherfucking simple. Something that a conversation can't fix. I mean, like something that a conversation and a blunt can fix, or a conversation and a beer can fix. We've been through a lot of shit, but goddamn, you know. Only thing that should really break up a friendship is betrayal. You know, like I'm talking about true betrayal. Like, nigga, like I trusted you with this or that, and you fucked me over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Because it's loyalty over royalty all fucking day.
There's a few people who don't talk to me anymore, but because most of my closest friends and family I'm able to talk to in a fairly open way, they've understood. I explain things, and they say, oh yeah, I see where you're coming from there, John.
My whole family calls me crazy. There's nobody in my family that relates to me. They laugh at me and call me a comedian. They're like, yo, man, you should be on stage and do stand-up. I'm like, but I'm not telling any jokes. What you want me to be, the Black George Carlin? Like, what the fuck? I'm not telling jokes. And when I do try to tell a joke, I get no laughs. But when I talk like this, everybody and their mama laughing. Like I said, I'm not fucking joking at all. This is all facts. Public knowledge. But no, you can be a comedian, Kane.
They kind of get it. So most of my close contacts have kind of come along with me. And others just think I'm a, on a bit of a hiding to nothing. I'm just humored, but
my real family that do get me is the family I call family that's outside of my real immediate family. That's y'all over here online, and my brothers I grew up with in the hood. Shouts out. Shouts out to Rayman, Megatron, you know what I'm saying? and the rest of the squad. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't upset many of them, but yeah, there's a few people who don't talk to me anymore. But that's kind of okay, because throughout this entire process, I have met some wonderful people around the world.
Bam. And that's the whole point. This is why I couldn't be insensitive about the friendship part of his talking. Because yes, I may have lost real good close friends because I'm anti-government, anti-establishment, anti-everything in this fucking stupid ass, wretched ass fucking planet. I met a lot of good motherfucking individuals, great people from all across the world. And I am so glad. It is an honor and a privilege to have met each and every one of y'all that fuck with my content. Real talk. Real talk. Y'all are the best. Y'all taught me how to get back into my compassion state, because the warrior code, there is compassion in it. And I was, like I said, I came to YouTube angry. And my thought process was all over the place. And I wanted to just blow up shit and don't care who was around, innocence and all. But meeting y'all online in my early stages of this, y'all showed me that y'all people are worth protecting and defending. And if I am going to do some wild radical shit, I got to make sure I get all the innocent people out the area first. Because I still got to get the job done. So I want to thank all y'all, because y'all my new family. What they say, the spirit family, soul family. Thank y'all. Man, we at 1K subs, y'all. Real shit. We at 1K. We are at 1K and climbing. Thank y'all. 5 years. Those motherfuckers get upset. It's like, how motherfucker get 1,000 views off of 3 videos? This nigga paying for subs. You know what I'm saying? And other motherfuckers are just pandering to the bullshit that's around. It's like, all right, be a Trump supporter or be a Biden supporter. You got to choose a paradigm in order to get your motherfucking shit. Nah. I'm going to be objective. I'm going to play, I'm going to motherfucking play the game my way. My way.
Really class people around the world, both in terms of medical and scientific brilliance. I mean, why some of these people talk to me, I have no idea.
Right. I just want people to talk to me. I have no idea. No, bro. They talked to you before because you were an intellectual, cool person. When your ass start questioning and doubting and saying, fuck Big Pharma and fuck the government, that's when they left you alone, because you was playing their game too. Go along to get along. Oh shit, he ain't part of the go along, get along game no more. Let's ostracize him. He's not our friend no more. That's what he been through. And it's fucked up for him to have to go through it at an old age. But that means the people that he was fucking with before the scamdemic was all fake. And everybody he met afterwards is all real cool people. There was, I don't know why they mess with me. So I guess he a real true conspiracy theorist after he woke up. He just woke up and then started opening every book and reading it, like 4 books at once. They eating motherfucking crumpets and drinking tea and shit.
I have world-leading professors and researchers coming on the channel talking to me, beats the heck out of me, but they do. And what I found, Jimmy, is
it don't beat the heck out of you, nigga. You an intellectual, nigga. And intellectuals love talking to other intellectuals about open-minded shit, sharing philosophy, sharing insights on different shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not really that surprising. It's like a gamer talk to other gamers, or like other artists talk to other artists, other rappers and singers talk to other rappers and singers. You know what I'm saying? But like it's a whole field of work, of entertainment. Like everybody can all to talk to each other and correlate and try to like network, try to put some art with some music, or try to put some beats with some art, or try to put some pictures with some beats, or some art with some music, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can all network in this entertainment, creative, unique field. You know, so, you know, like when it comes to intellectual standpoint, you know, it's professors, you know, teachers, and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers, you know, that's higher rank in that field with a motherfucking good prestige that's talking to this guy. So obviously you have to have motherfucking a high IQ in order to talk to these people, because they wouldn't talk to nobody stupid.
Well, it's the best people, you know, the world leading people are actually really nice as well. You know, they love humanity. They try and help human beings.
Which one?
And, you know, any people I've lost, for me personally, has been more than compensated for by this sort of wonderful, I wouldn't even call them a peer group because most of them are superior to me, but you know, this wonderful group of people that I'm now in contact with around the world that I've traveled to different countries.
He says superior to him when it comes to probably that they got a better job than him. I hate when people think like that. Just because you got a better job than me doesn't mean that you're superior than me. You're not superior at all. You just have a better job than mine. That's it. That don't make you superior at all, because you can lose your job tonight or tomorrow, just like I can lose my job tonight or tomorrow. You be ground one with the rest of us folks. But it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You know, these motherfuckers can get a job by just by calling the motherfucker, yo, nigga, get me in. We got to go through the hoops and loop-de-loops as a black motherfucker on some real shit. And when we do try to start our own fucking business, we got to deal with systematic racism. They don't want to give us a loan for a business, so we got to bring in a motherfucking white person to co-sign for us and shit. Fucking crazy. Still goes on to this day. This is why everything gonna be in my girlfriend name. And we gonna motherfucking get this money together, and we gonna motherfucking blow the fuck up. For real. Coffee shops in the UK, dispensaries in Cali, land in Michigan. Come on now. I got dreams too, baby.
Countries and met and talked with and done conferences with, and you know, it's been a tremendous compensation. But yeah, it's been difficult knowing that something that you've taught has been wrong. I mean, my entire career we taught sugar is good, fat is bad, you know, because that was the government guidelines at the time. I remember when it came. I remember when the advice for diabetics was high carbohydrate, low fat. We were teaching that, but that's what the official government guidelines said at the time. Looking back, how could it possibly be right giving carbohydrates to a disease where you can't metabolize carbohydrates? But, you know, it becomes obvious afterwards. At the time, very often it wasn't. But to many of my new friends around,
it's called using your ass as a guinea pig or an experiment. Your ass, everybody was a fucking guinea pig and experiment. Simple.
The world, they were original thinkers, did see these problems at a much earlier stage than I did, but are very modest and very humble about it, and now explain it and try and use their careers, their lifetime of knowledge to try and help people. Many of them have suffered pretty badly for it, especially the younger ones who are still mid-career, you know, who've lost jobs and lost careers as a result of it. So some even more severe penalties than that. But for me personally, the wonderful people I've met have more than compensated for the distress that has been caused. But yeah, it's been a difficult time.
And I just wanted to, I forgot to ask this when you were talking about how the vaccine doesn't stay in your arm. So you were talking about how the vaccine that they studied in the trials, the COVID-19 vaccine they studied in the trials, was fundamentally different than the one.
It was made via a different manufacturing process, nearly all of it.
So it wasn't the same.
Nearly all of it.
So the vaccine that you and I got in our arm was not
the one that was used for the majority of patients in the trial. Well, they say it was the same vaccine, but it was a different manufacturing process. Yes.
So it was essentially a different formulation because it was
you know, it's a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how can that? Doesn't that blow you? How can that happen? I just came like, what? They just
how can our regulators allow us to be exposed to this?
Did you know that putting garlic under your tongue can actually sharpen?
Allow us to be exposed to this? It just doesn't make any sense. It just boggles the mind. How can
it makes a lot of sense? The population
fail to protect us to such a dramatic extent as that. And of course, at the time, we didn't know that. I only learned about the different manufacturing processes probably in 2023 when I learned that.
That's how that had to outrage you. It certainly outraged me when I found that out.
I was well put out with that one. I was what I said at the time was, this means that I didn't give informed consent.
Yes.
I mean, that means that this was given to me via a blag. I was not given informed. Had I been given informed consent, had people said, you know, a few of the people in the trial were given the mass production vaccine, but most of them weren't. But the stuff you're getting is just the mass produced stuff, John. You know, we've kept the good stuff for the people in the trials. You can have the mass produced stuff. I would say, get out of here. No way I'm having that. But of course, we didn't know. We were told it was. What was the words they used? That's right.
Safe and effective.
Effective. That was it. Yeah, safe and effective. Oh, come on. Yeah. I mean, you've got to make a joke of it, because otherwise I would get. Sometimes I get angry. Yes, sometimes I do get.
Sometimes I do get angry. Sometimes, nigga, get angry. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be angry. You're supposed to be angry. All right, that's one fucking call. All right, everybody. It's Saturday. Like I said, these motherfuckers do it 7 days a week. Everybody put 3 on in the magic chalkboard in your mind. I might get 2 more fucking calls. 3 is a magic number. Right when I go live and do this shit, you should see what the fuck I was going through when I was motherfucking recording those 2 tracks. Man, they was calling me left and right. I'm gonna show y'all another community post of all the motherfucking times that I got fucking called. Some of the calls was less than 5 fucking minutes. And real shit, we're gonna talk about that shit too.
Pretty angry, and not so much for myself, but when you meet people like Breanne Dressing, who I've interviewed,
Yes, I've
vaccine
interviewed her.
injury, it's appalling.
Appalling.
You know, she says she's rolling in cactus all the time.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that she was a mum, she wouldn't be here. You know, she wouldn't have put up with it. And, you know, I met a guy, Alex from Glasgow. He came down to my place, and he's had his leg amputated after the blood clots.
Right.
You know, I'm angry for myself, but I'm absolutely livid for these people that have suffered. And of course, many people, Jimmy, aren't here anymore.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
You know,
These motherfuckers should be killed for crimes against humanity. And yet these motherfuckers walking around with smiles on their faces, flying private jets, putting deals in place secretly. These motherfuckers deserve to motherfucking die. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers all on these hearings. Ain't nothing happening to them. They need to put on this motherfucking show and show us these hearings and let us know, yeah, we're going to grill the people that fucked your lives up, but we're not going to arrest these motherfuckers or hang these motherfuckers for crimes against humanity. People have died across the goddamn planet because of this shit. No one wants to go at China for the Wuhan lab. Fuck China too. I nuke that bitch off the goddamn map. Along with Israel. Those, man, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But at the same time as this, it's fear. It's fear. It's fear. Nobody wants to fight a government. Motherfuckers are afraid to die. We're going to keep it simple as that. And another thing, most people around the world are genuinely good people. They don't want war. That's why only a handful of people control this goddamn planet. Because everybody don't want this shit. Constant famine, constant war. No one wants this shit. And it's fucked up that good people around the world will have to pick up a weapon to defend their family and their freedom against a tyrannical government or parliament or dictatorship. There's going to be a great war. There's going to be a great revolution, a great rebellion. I call it the Bacon's Rebellion too. I did a video on Bacon's Rebellion. Probably go to my page and find out. Just type in Hurricane JW Bacon's Rebellion. It should pop up. But this when poor black folks and poor white folks got together and fought the government. Government get their ass beat. They go to the white people and be like, yo, we gonna give y'all a new class or some shit. You know what I'm saying? This is when the term black and white first start. It's like, yeah, we gonna put y'all in a position of power, but y'all gotta round up those niggas. And this when we get the slave catchers and night watch, which is the first beginning of the popos. But what they don't understand is this. Once the white folks got all the power, got all their shit together, the government turned their back on them. Now you being treated just like the niggas that we wanted you to capture. And it goes back to like, man, we all got to live on this planet together. And at the end of the day, in all common sense, it'll be good versus fucking evil. Simple as that. We cannot coexist with evil. We cannot kumbaya with our enemy. These motherfuckers must be eradicated. And they pushing our backs against the wall to the point where we're going to strike back. Look at motherfucking Russia. Rather if the shit is real or not, because you know about Wag the Dog. If you haven't seen the movie Wag the Dog, go watch it. But if it's real, you kept poking the motherfucking bear. Now Russia ready to blow everybody up, and now America want to get on their news. So, oh my God, Russia about to do this. Russia about to strike. He's threatening people. Like, no, nigga, y'all kept poking the bear. Bringing countries into NATO, pushing up on Russian borders. And he kept telling y'all to stop. And every time y'all didn't stop, he attacked. So it's like, nigga, this is what happens when you fuck with a superpower and try to be a bully. It's like yo throwing a rock at a motherfucker and running. But a motherfucker know it's you. And then Russia said, if you give shit to NATO and NATO gives shit to motherfucking Ukraine or anybody else, you are still going to be responsible. Because rather if Russia missile make it to the United States or not, if it don't make it to the United States, and chances are it don't, but Russia can fuck up our allies. Simple as that. And America's allies, I have people over there. So Putin put that missile away, get that bitch away from England, because I will have to come over there and fuck you up for my baby Vanta. And Crystal, we will be moving up here up north in the natural disaster safe zone. But when it gets cold, we're going down to Cali and chill on the beach. We're getting us a lakefront, baby. It's going to be Three's Company. Three's Company too.
They paid the ultimate price for other people's lack of diligence, shall we say.
October 19th will be in Irvine.
Lack of diligence. So they say, no. Motherfuckers want to do their own thing. We've been saying, don't follow the government. Don't vote. Don't do this. Don't do that forever. Motherfuckers wanted to do what they want to do. Didn't listen. Now you're paying the fucking price. Simple as that. Ain't nobody motherfucking hearing that shit no more. Oh my God, we didn't know. Nigga, you got a cell phone in your hand. You're hearing a whole bunch of people call this shit out, especially on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And they throwing that shit on all the other social media platforms. Ain't no way that you can't see this shit. It's everywhere. Motherfucker just didn't want to see it. Motherfucker gonna put their head in the sands and call us crazy. Like, no, now you want to come out? I'm woken up now to the, I don't trust the government no more. You should have never trusted the government. Because I know you knew about the Tuskegee experiment. And I know you know about what happened at Woodstock with the LSD and the PCP and all the acid and shit. How those agents in the crowd handing out these fucking drugs. The fuck out of here. And the motherfucking crack. You should have said, fuck the government in. The fuck? But on to the next one.
Things are just getting so crazy out there. Now
this is about scam calls. I'm going to get my story out the way. I got a call from Publishers Clearinghouse. Y'all know what Publishers Clearinghouse is? Those are motherfuckers that come to your doorstep with a big ass check and a whole bunch of people celebrating that you got like over $1 million fucking dollars or some shit. Publishers Clearinghouse called me, right? and tell me that I won what I think like 250 grand or some shit. I'm not sure. Because like this was like 2016, 2017. I don't remember. But I won a large lump sum of money, right? Now, I'm happy, I'm ecstatic, and at the time I was going through a little financial little motherfucker hurt. So you sliding information, I'm sliding them information, right? Name, social, everything. Now, then it comes to a point where he says, I have to put down like a deposit or some shit. And that's when the little red flag went off. But it was faint though. I was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, I asked him, I was like, if I won this large sum of money, what the hell I need a deposit for? You just take it out the goddamn money I won, right? Which is common sense and my critical thinking skills, right? Shouts out to Live and Learn. So he said some explanation, some excuse. So I told him how much money I had on deck. I was like, I don't have that amount, but I have close to it. And then he was like, I'll just take that. That's when the red motherfucking alarm got louder. I was like, all right, what do I need to do? Do I send the cash, money order, check? What do I do? It was like, yeah, go get the money order and call me back at this number. I was like, okay, cool, bet it up. Now, I hang up. I'm getting my shit ready to go to the motherfucking store, but like something tell me, Hurricane, sit your ass down. And I follow the spirit voice within inside. So I'm like, yo, that was loud. So I sat down and I picked up my phone and I went into Google. I was like, do Publishers Clearinghouse call people? And what I looked up was astounding. They said, no, Publishers Clearinghouse do not call anybody. They just pop up. All right, Terry, what up, though? Oh, you got some chicken in the oven? Yup. What so when I read it, I went into the website and I saw all the motherfucking shit that the Publishers Clearinghouse do and all their procedures. They's like, if you ever get this call, it is a fucking scam. Do not give your information. I was like, damn. But most importantly, don't give them your money because a lot of old people has been scammed and it's been going on for years. And they still trying to catch the people behind it. So I was like, bet it up. So I call my man's back and tell him, like, bro, Publishers Clearinghouse never call people. He was like, come on, man. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of my word. When he said that, the super red flag went off. It was like red alert on Star Trek. Man, when that nigga was like, it was like, come on, man. I'm not a liar. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of my word. I still hear that shit. I still hear that shit. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of my word. Oh, nigga, I wanted to strangle that motherfucker through the goddamn phone, y'all. But look. So I was like, dog, this is a scam. And I'm not doing this. And that was the end of that. But the motherfucker kept calling me back for like I'm talking about like for like 2 days. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I'm a man of God, I'm a man of my word. But this is about scammers. Now, After that scam, I realized that there were more scams. These motherfuckers are getting diabolical with the scams, though. They have your number. Sometimes they will have the voice of your family member. This is why I'm saying it's diabolical. And this is why I say that voice command shit and the AI taking your face and putting it on shit, yes, it's cool. But like at the end of the day, like I said, they could use my voice and use my face and throw me in Russia talking to a fucking terrorist. And then it's a wrap because it's the government word against mine, right? And plus the propaganda gonna egg it on up to make y'all stupid sheeps believe the shit. And it's over for me. Or they'll just motherfucking disappear my ass like they did with Rashad Jamal. And y'all won't know shit. They just picked up Hurricane. But I say this right now, and I hope y'all hear me too. NSA, CIA, DOJ, whatever. Y'all not taking me alive.
Scams are on the rise. You've probably noticed it now, but usually the elderly are targeted or people that are very inexperienced. But now even people that are tech savvy are getting scammed.
Please stop what you're doing. Listen, please. The scariest scam just happened to us. I'm still very shaken. It didn't even happen to me. Please send this to your parents. If you have older parents, if you have older grandparents, please send this to them or let them know that this is happening, okay? So about half an hour ago, my husband got a call from my phone number. It had my picture, it had my name, everything about it. It was my number. It was like a regular call. He didn't even think anything of it, answered the phone. On the other line was a guy saying he was holding me hostage and was going to shoot me if my husband did not transfer him money through Zelle. My husband immediately started texting our good friend that's in the FBI, and that guy instructed him to keep the guy on the phone and try to have that guy put me on the phone. Like if he really had me, put me on the phone. So Josh my husband is keeping him on the phone, trying to tell him to put me on the phone. In the meantime, he's also tracking my phone. Well, I happen to be at the hospital because my son had a doctor's appointment. So our FBI friend leaves work and is headed to me to make sure everything's okay. Josh was able to drag this phone call out for 5 minutes, and then in the meantime, this guy's asking for, he's getting hostile, and he's asking for the money via Zelle. My husband's like, I don't know what Zelle is. Do you have Venmo? Because he's just like trying to prolong the conversation. He's like, also, I really need to talk to her. I need to make sure she's okay. After about 5 minutes of this, he still wouldn't put me on the phone, obviously, because I wasn't there. So Josh, my husband, hung up and called me right back, and I answered, and he was like freaking out, right? Anyways, the scariest part of all this is that they call from your number, and they knew everybody's names. So please spread the word that this is a new scam, because it is very realistic. It is very terrifying.
It's not a new scam. I've been hearing about this for the past 3.5 years. It's not new. It's probably new to her because it just happened to her. But like this has been going on for the past 3.5 years. Real shit. I think I covered this.
And I know that a lot of people would just give them account numbers to get their loved ones back. Gosh, just spread the word, please. Hopefully, if we spread it far and wide, we can squash this, and it'll stop being a thing.
You got to kill the government.
Prefacing this video by saying that this is not my usual content. However, I feel compelled to hop on and share a PSA about a really horrifying scam that is going around right now, and that actually happened to my family in the middle of the night last night. I have seen a few people talking about this like on Instagram and on Facebook and in a couple of like Facebook groups that I'm in, but it's one of those things that you see it and you're like, dang, that's crazy, but you never really think that it could happen to you. Around 3:30 this morning, while we were all sleeping, my brother and I both received a call from my mother's phone. It was her contact number, it was her contact photo, it was even like what was named in our separate phones for her. So in my phone, she is Mama, and in my brother's phone, she is Mom, and it came up like as her contact in both of our phones when we were both called. And for context, I live about 30 minutes out from Atlanta. My brother is...
Yeah. If you hear the story, the motherfucker called both family members. Gotta be the government. Gotta be the government. Or a motherfucking hacker that studied their whole life and probably watched them. Or motherfucker just grabbed her phone, went through the phone, grabbed the contacts of the brother to fucking call him. It could be that simple too.
Lives in Atlanta, and my parents live also in the same town as me, like 15 minutes away, so we were all at separate households. I received the call first, but I did not answer because I didn't hear it. It was 3:30 in the morning. I had my phone on vibrate. I didn't hear it go off. My brother happened to have his phone on loud. He received the call second, and he did answer because he heard it ringing and he thought something was wrong. When he answered the phone, he immediately heard what sounded like my mom, a woman's voice that sounded just like her, just crying hysterically and screaming. And so he obviously like freaked out and was like, "Mom, what's wrong? Like, is there something wrong with Dad? Like, what's going on?" And then before like she could say anything, a man came on the phone and
real shit. I hate my mom, but I'll beat a nigga ass for doing some shit like that. I'll kill a motherfucker doing some shit like that.
said, "I'm going to kill this bitch if you don't wire me $2,500. This man is like yelling over the phone.
I'm like, "Hey, yo, put her on the phone so I can tell my mama, see, I told you what happens when you fuck over your kids. Click." The motherfucking kidnapper gonna be like, "Damn, that's cold."
Super aggressively, like demanding money, like saying he's going to murder my mother if he does not get money. My older brother is very level-headed, but at this point he's obviously like freaking out. He had not heard of this scam before. I had heard of it before, but even if I had gotten that call, I probably still would have lost my shit because I'm not as level-headed in high pressure situations like that. I probably would have been freaking out.
Salute.
But even he was freaking out. But he had his work phone on him, so he was on his like normal personal phone and on his work phone.
Hell yeah, scammers is calling people using kidnapping tactics to try to get money out of people. Shit wild, son. Shit is wild, man. They wildin'. And plus I talked about my incident with the scam caller that called me, talking about there was Publishers Clearinghouse and shit. I talked about that first before I started the video.
He immediately opened up Life 360, which if you do not have Life 360 for your family and your entire family on there, highly recommend it. It is such a good resource just to keep tabs on where everyone is and making sure everybody is safe if there's any situation like this or any situation just in general, car accidents, anything like that. Life 360 is a lifesaver. So he opened up his Life 360 and he saw that both my parents were seemingly at home, which obviously doesn't mean that they're out of danger. It just means that he had eyes on them. He knew where they were. So once he knew that they were both there, he starts trying to call my dad's phone from his work phone while he's on the phone with this guy. And my dad's not answering because, again, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I didn't hear my phone ring. Nobody's hearing my phone ring. So he's calling me. He's calling my dad. And he's trying to get a hold of somebody to, like, figure this out. After a little bit, he's not, like, totally convinced that there's no danger involved, but he is starting to see, like, red flags. Like, he hears a baby crying in the background all of a sudden, which my parents...
So it's like a motherfucker is calling from his living room. a nigga is scam calling... hacking from a living room with his baby in the background. It's like, damn, baby, go to sleep. You're fucking up my groove.
Have a baby. There shouldn't be a baby. There's no reason there would be a baby with them. And so he's thinking, okay, I know they're at their house, so this is weird. Why is there a baby? And then he also realizes that this man has not mentioned my dad at all, which you would think that he would say, I have your parents, or I've done something to your dad, and now I have your mom, or whatever. So he has not mentioned my dad at all. He's seemingly calling from my mom's phone, so he knows that my mom has her phone, and he also knows that they are at home together. So at this point, he decides to hang up. He hangs up the phone because he's like, this is weird. I don't think this is legit. So he hangs up the phone, and he calls 911, and they confirmed that basically like, this is a scam that is going around. They're aware of it, but they're going to send a car to the house just to drive by and see if everything's okay. So at this point, my brother feels a little bit relieved, but he gets in the car to drive towards my parents' house anyway because my mom and dad are still not answering their phone. He gets about a quarter of the way there, and then... at that point, my mom finally answers her phone, and she's been asleep this whole time, and everything is totally fine, which is such a relief. We were lucky enough to have not lost any money in it. Everything was fine. My parents were fine. The whole family was fine. But is that not the craziest thing you've ever heard? I'm so shook by it. It is such a traumatic way to scam somebody.
Yeah.
Like, horrifying. Like, not only, like, they asked for $2,500, which in the grand scheme of things is not that much money, and that's why they do it. I looked it up and I did a little bit of research on it, and apparently they asked for that amount of money because it's an amount of money that most people could give up if they felt like a family member was in danger, but it's, you know, it's just enough for the predator to get some money, but it's not so much that it would be hard for, you know, the general population to obtain or flagged by a bank, et cetera, et cetera. But it's also just crazy that they do it in the middle of the night, or at least they did for us, because they do it at a time that, like, number one, you're disoriented and, like, vulnerable. And number two, like, you're not able to get a hold of anybody that, like, to confirm that this is happening or not happening. And so it is just, like, it's so low and traumatic for anybody to receive a call like that. And I just feel like everybody needs to know about it.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like it has been circulating on like social media. So a lot of people might already know about this, but if you don't, you need to. So anyway, I wanted to hop on and talk about it to hopefully save somebody just the mental anguish of receiving a call like this out of the blue. At least maybe now you'll have seen this video and you'll have at least some peace of mind, or just like an inkling that it could be not true. Share this with your friends, spread the word, because this is just the most predatory, low thing ever.
Today I was the victim of phone fraud. Somebody called saying that they were from my bank, from the fraud department of my credit card, that there were fraudulent charges on my card. He asked to verify, he verified them, asked me if I did them, and I said no, and then he said, okay, I'm going to cancel your card right away, like, I'm going to help you out, don't worry about it. He somehow already had access to, like, see my transactions on that card, so he went through, like, the most recent ones, and asked me, like, is this legitimate, is this legitimate? I was like, yes, like that, I know. And then he somehow got access to, I didn't give him any passwords, nothing. He, like, already had stuff. He just asked me for, like, normal verification questions. And he was somehow able to access my account, and he wiped my checking and my savings clean. I reported it to BMO fraud. And I'm going to the police station now to report it as well. Just be so careful when people call you. Please, just be careful.
$106,000 was stolen from my husband and I this past weekend by an online scammer, and we will not be getting any of our money back. It is gone. So this is what happened. I got a phone call saying someone was trying to log into our account and steal our money, and they suggested changing the password. They gave him a secure link to log in, asked for the code, and yada yada. That was their access into our account. So it went from 106 to 0 in the blink of an eye, and we immediately.
And I remember motherfuckers try to hack my motherfucking Bank of America card. Bank of America security be on they shit. But it was my work card where my motherfucking checks get on it. You feel me? So Friday, I buy some off the Bank of America card, like that morning. Like around, I'm talking about like right before the evening, I went back to the store like around maybe like 2 or 3. And my car wasn't working. So I called my card and they like, are you such and such? It was like, there was like, we froze the account because, like it was some, unnecessary shit happened that our motherfucking on system card. I was like, what's going on? I just used my card this morning. Well, they was like, well, someone tried to get into your account and motherfucker do some shit. So to prove it's you, I'm gonna need some information and all this bullshit so we can reactivate your card. I was like, okay, cool, bet. They went through my shit. I was like, all right, this is that. Okay, cool. Everything confirmed. Your card is reactivated. I was like, do you know how the hell they managed to get my motherfucking information to motherfucking even try to do this? It was like, well, we don't know. These hackers are getting more sophisticated by the day. So just be safe. I'm like, son of a bitch. I think I went live on YouTube or live on Facebook to talk about it, man. I was heated.
We went to the police department. We've been in contact with the FBI, but you don't get your money back when scams like this happen. and we had a pretty rough weekend. We cried it out. We did all the things. I'm not going to get on this out.
Oh yeah, and a motherfucker hacked my sister's bridge card. Maybe like 3 months ago. I'm like, how can y'all motherfuckers hack a bridge card? Nigga, those are food stamps. That's not even real cash. It's digits in a fucking computer. Motherfuckers hacking bridge cards too. So be careful on that tip. And here's another thing I want y'all to catch. Y'all know when y'all swiping at the we are at the gas station or a supermarket and y'all got the motherfucker little shit to swipe your cards on. Make sure that it's a real machine and the machine don't lift up. Because you can lift up the machine and there's another machine under it that's taking your fucking money and your information. So when you swipe your card at a gas station or a market, make sure that the machine is not motherfucking, motherfucking lift up, because it'd be another machine under that bitch. Like it just looks like the motherfucking shit, but like they somehow managed to fix it in a way to make it look like the motherfucking normal machine is supposed to be, but it's something else under it. And it's crazy.
Cry, but essentially, after a bad weekend, this is where we've landed. I know God is always going to provide for us. We have hit our knees in prayer, and I fully believe we are going to be just fine. God never promised that bad things won't happen to good people. Everyone's going to go through trials, but he did promise he will be there with us through the storm. And that is exactly how I feel now.
No, your husband's going to be there for you.
That account was...
Your husband's going to be there for you, bitch.
Not going to make or break our life. We are very blessed to have a roof over our head. We have secure jobs. Our children are healthy,
like I said, y'all
safe.
Not God.
But that account was an investment in our future. It was going to help us pay for college or retirement, whatever we wanted it to be. But it was a luxury, not a necessity. We will be okay. But at the same time, it was a luxury that was only available because of my husband's hard work. He worked for years to build that account, and we have a newborn. She's a month old, and Matt has been putting in 12, 14-hour days at work every day to provide for us because he is such a hard worker. He works his ass off to provide for us. And yeah, the sleep deprivation got to him. He got a phone call in the middle of a nap. When you wake up.
I love how she said that. I love how she said, works his ass. You know what I'm saying? She put that little up in it, like, love that motherfucker. She love that motherfucker. You can tell.
Nap, and you're like, what time is it? What planet am I on? And that's what happened. The scammers took advantage of that. And if it was any other day, probably would have never fell for that. He knows better, but it was just the perfect storm of he was exhausted and didn't know what was going on and just trusted the phone call. And here we are.
I know personally, I get text messages all of the time saying, hey, you went through these tolls and you need to pay these tolls. Go ahead and click here to pay them. Or something, your registration is expiring. You need to click on this or something. I mean, there's always something that sounds like realistic or kind of urgent and pressing. And you're tempted to click on the link if you get like a text message or an email, especially. I mean, definitely stay away from those. But even your text messages now, you have to be very wary. Don't click on anything. I never do. I know that if I owe something, I'll get a letter in the mail or I'll get some other type of official notification, not just a text message. But a lot of people are falling to these, and I see it all the time. You really need to watch out. There's a movie that came out not long ago. I can't remember the name, but it was really good. And it's all about how these scammers sometimes have a big organization and how they are scamming people out of so much money, out of their savings, from their bank accounts. It's a really, really good movie. And if you know the name of it, put it down in the description box below so other people can check it out.
But
I think it was on Netflix or Amazon Prime. But anyways, it's really good. And it shows you just kind of how complex some of these scammers are getting and just how deep all of this can really go, and the business that they are making out of this. And it's so sad because here we are, people are just trying to live their life and get ahead if they can. And then now you have to worry about losing all kinds of money like this. And another scam actually that I had heard about is that, people are changing over the name on a deed for a property out of somebody else's name, and they're putting it into their own name or their own company's name. And so it's like they're stealing homes from people. And that baffles me how that could even happen. But it's happening. So I don't know. You really need to be careful with, clicking on links, passwords, answering any kind of information, even phone calls. You'll get random phone calls, and just be careful with entertaining any of these calls because they can record your voice and then use that for other things, and it just gets really messy. So be careful out there. If you've seen any types of scams or you've received weird text messages or anything like that, share down below. That way other people can read about it and just kind of be aware, because the last thing that anybody ever wants to have to deal with is a situation like any of the ones that I just showed you. And it's just absolutely horrible that this is happening. So share down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. And I hope that you are doing well. Take care.
All right. Y'all heard it, man. These scammers are getting crazy with this shit. One acting like a kidnapper. One is fucking with people, banks and shit, and all this other shit. Publishers clearinghouse scams and shit. Fuck these motherfucking scammers. I know some of them is the government, but like some of them is out there actually creating organizations, because most of the times when I was getting calls, I hear a shitload of people in the background talking, like a whole bunch of computers, motherfuckers hitting keyboards and shit. Like I can hear that shit. I'm hearing this very well. I'm like, why is y'all calling all these people in the background? Some was calling with kids in the background. Like they was outside. I heard cars driving past. Like, what's this nigga about? A window or some shit? You know what I'm saying? But watch out for these scammers. Pop one if you can. But now we on the meat and potatoes of this shit. What do we do? Say Trump? Oh, my people say Trump. I promise the Trump, the whole Trump, nothing but the Trump. Trump. Oh, my people say Trump. Put them hands together, Trump. What about inflation, bitch?
Partial ruling means the National Guard cannot be deployed in Chicago or Illinois. The judge will release her written ruling tomorrow. She says the defense did not prove the conditions on the ground rise to the level of needing to deploy the military. She claims it violated the 10th and 14th Amendment. The Attorney General, Kwame Raoul, is praising the ruling, saying it's all about the evidence.
This was about credibility. You heard about the attempt, some of the declarations of acts, alleged acts against ICE officers where they sought out a grand jury indictment that was denied. There's an old saying about indicting a ham sandwich. The defendants in this case couldn't put together a ham sandwich.
What?
The governor of Illinois posting to social media about the ruling, saying in part today, the court confirmed what we all know. There is no credible evidence of a rebellion in the state of Illinois and no place for the National Guard in the streets of American cities like Chicago.
Chicago's mayor also commenting on the ruling, claiming victory. He says in part, the judge established that the Trump administration is unreliable. They lie, misrepresent, and put people in danger. We will continue to use all of the tools at our disposal to end the Trump administration's war on Chicago.
Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle also saying on the ruling, in part, these rulings affirm what we've said all along. Real public safety comes from opportunity, stability, and dignity. We need investments in jobs, housing, education, and healthcare, not federal forces patrolling our streets.
But before we go any further, real quick, let's be honest, you can't really trust headlines anymore. That's why we built Pump Politics, to bring you real stories, real context, and no corporate spin. If you want to stay ahead of the headlines, join our free newsletter. We'll send the news straight to your inbox every day. Just click the link in the description to join. And if you just want to support what we're doing, join us, be part of the community that actually cares about the truth. All right, let's get back to the video. Okay, so this just happened, and I need you to understand how absolutely insane this is. A federal judge just blocked Donald Trump from deploying the National Guard to Chicago. Like, actually blocked him. Issued an emergency restraining order. And before you think this is just another legal back and forth, let me tell you what was really going on here. Because this isn't about sending troops to help with some disaster or backing up local cops during a big event. No. This is about something way bigger and way more dangerous than that. Trump was literally trying to take control of state troops, not federal troops, state troops, the Illinois National Guard. And he wanted to use them for immigration raids and, quote, protecting federal personnel. Which, come on, you know what that really means? That means troops in the streets. That means federal control over a major American city. That means the kind of thing we used to watch happen in other countries and think, wow, glad that's not us. But here's where it gets wild, and I mean really wild. Trump has been openly threatening to invoke something called the Insurrection Act.
You might not know what that is, and most people don't. It's this old law from 1807 that basically gives the president power to deploy military forces inside the United States against American citizens in American cities without asking the governor, without asking anyone. And Trump literally stood at the White House and said, I'd do it if it was necessary. We have an insurrection act for a reason. Like,
what up, though, Jordan? You know, like I waited for you to go live. I was like, all right, he ain't went live yet. Because like I was gonna watch your live and then go live at the after party on my shit. I was like, damn, this nigga ain't go live for like 30 minutes. Fuck it, then let me go live. You probably going off that wine, or maybe you busy. You probably try to motherfucking do the Uber Eats. Motherfucking out there working, probably out there working. Y'all be saying he did the same thing during the scandemic. No one should be surprised this time. Now, exactly. Yup. Shouts out to Water Style with the jutsu. Shouts out to Jordan. You already know what it is. Ride through the hood. Looking clean on these hoes.
he's just casually talking about martial law. Can you believe this? This is the president of the United States saying he'll send in the military if courts don't do what he wants. So, Judge April Perry in Illinois heard all this, heard the arguments from state officials who were basically screaming that this was unlawful and dangerous. And she said, nope, emergency order. You're not doing this. Not today. Now troops had already arrived. And that's the crazy part. National Guard from Texas and Illinois were already in Chicago, already there for what was supposed to be a 60-day deployment. 60 days. Think about that for a second. 2 months of federal troops occupying Chicago to support immigration raids. This wasn't a quick operation. This was setting up shop. Governor J.B. Pritzker came out swinging, and he said, and this is a direct quote, Trump is not a king, and his administration is not above the law. Which, yeah, that's the whole issue here, isn't it? Because Trump has been acting like the rules don't apply to him, like he can just override state authority whenever he feels like it, like governors are just suggestions. And here's what makes this even more urgent, and you need to pay attention to this. This isn't happening in a vacuum. There are protests happening. Immigration raids are ramping up all over the country. Cities are pushing back against federal enforcement. And Trump's response is send in troops, take control of state military.
That's what's up. That's what's up, Jordan. That's what's up. Drop 2 new tracks. Trump is a bit.
Military units threaten the Insurrection Act. This is the kind of moment where you have to step back and ask, what country are we living in? Because this feels like a line being crossed, not just pushed, but crossed. We're talking about the president trying to federalize state forces to enforce his policies in cities that don't want them there. We're talking about military deployment against the will of elected state officials. We're talking about threats to invoke emergency powers if courts get in the way. The judge's order stops it for now, but legal experts are already warning this is headed straight to the Supreme Court. In that showdown, that's going to define presidential powers for a generation. Because if Trump wins this fight, if the courts say, yeah, actually the president can do this, then we're in a completely different America. One where the executive branch has way more power than the founders ever intended. One where states can't protect their own citizens from federal overreach. One where the military becomes a tool for domestic political battles. And all of this is happening with the 2026 elections coming up. So the timing matters. The politics matter. The precedent matters. Because whoever wins this legal battle wins the argument about how much power a president should have. And that's not a small thing. That's everything. So yeah, a judge just blocked Trump's troop deployment to Chicago. But this story is about so much more than one city or one order. This is about whether we still have checks and balances, whether states still have rights, whether the president can just do whatever he wants and dare the courts to stop him. And right now, in this moment, we're finding out the answer in real time. Are you kidding me? This is wild. All right, so let's dig into what's actually happening here, because most of the coverage is missing the bigger picture. They're treating this like it's just another Trump versus the court story. Another day, another lawsuit. But that's not what this is. Not even close. First, let's talk about what Trump was actually trying to do. The official story is that these National Guard troops were being deployed to support federal immigration operations and protect federal personnel. Sounds reasonable enough, right? Support and protect. Who could argue with that? But here's what that actually means on the ground. It means armed military troops conducting immigration raids in neighborhoods. It means federal forces with no accountability to local leaders making arrests in American cities. It means the kind of heavy-handed enforcement that turns communities into war zones. And it means doing all of this without the consent or cooperation of the state government. Illinois didn't ask for these troops. Governor Pritzker didn't request help. Chicago's mayor didn't say, hey, we need military backup for immigration enforcement. Trump just decided. He decided Illinois needed federal troops, and he was going to send them, whether the state wanted them or not. And then he was going to put them under federal command, take them away from state control, make them answer to him. That's the part people aren't getting here. The National Guard normally answers to the governor, and that's how it works. Each state has its own guard, and the governor is the commander. The president can federalize them in emergencies. But there are rules, procedures, legal requirements. You can't just snap your fingers and take over another state's military forces because you feel like it. But Trump was trying to do exactly that. And when people started pushing back, when lawyers started filing motions, when governors started objecting, he doubled down. He went on television and threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act, which is basically saying, I don't care what the courts say. I don't care what the governors say. I have this law and I'll use it. Now the Insurrection Act is real. It's been on the books since 1807. And yeah, technically it gives the president power to deploy military forces to suppress insurrection or enforce federal law when normal means aren't sufficient. But come on, that law was written for actual insurrections, rebellions, the kind of chaos where normal law enforcement completely breaks down. Not for immigration enforcement, not for backing up ICE raids, not because the president doesn't like how a city is run. And here's the thing about Trump threatening this, he's done it before. During his first term, he talked about invoking it during the Black Lives Matter protests. His team drew up plans, they had meetings about it, and now he's president again, and he's bringing up the same threat, except this time, he seems more serious. This time, he's actually moving troops around. This time, the language is more direct. I'd do it if it was necessary. That's not a hypothetical. That's a promise. So Judge Perry looked at all this and basically said this is not how any of this is supposed to work. You can't just override state authority because you want to. You can't threaten martial law tactics because courts might rule against you. You can't deploy troops to a state against the governor's wishes for routine law enforcement operations. And she issued an emergency restraining order to stop it. Emergency, that word matters. It means she thought the situation was urgent enough that waiting for normal legal procedures will cause irreparable harm. It means she saw Trump's actions as such a serious threat that she had to intervene immediately. Federal judges don't do that lightly. They don't issue emergency orders unless something really dangerous is happening. And what's happening is this. Trump is testing the limits.
Right.
He's pushing boundaries. He's seeing how far he can go before someone actually stops him. And every time he does this, every time he threatens emergency powers or tries to bypass normal procedures or ignores traditional limits on executive authority, he's setting a precedent. He's normalizing behavior that used to be unthinkable. Think about what we're accepting as normal now. The president threatening to invoke military emergency powers if courts block his orders. That used to be Banana Republic stuff. That used to be the kind of thing dictators did. But now it's just Tuesday. Just another Trump headline. Just another norm being shattered. And the really scary part, half the country doesn't care. Half the country hears this and thinks good. Use whatever power you have. Do what needs to be done. Who cares about legal niceties when there's an immigration crisis? But that's exactly how democracies die. Not with a bang, with a shrug. With people saying, well, this situation is special. This emergency is real. We need a strong leader who's willing to break the rules. Except the rules exist for a reason. Checks and balances exist for a reason. The separation of federal and state power exists for a reason. Because when you give one person, any person, too much power, they abuse it every time, throughout history, no exceptions. And what Trump is doing here connects to a much bigger pattern. He's been pushing for expanded executive power since day one of his second term. He's tried to federalize local law enforcement in multiple cities. He's threatened to withhold funding from states that don't cooperate with immigration enforcement. He's talked about deploying federal forces to Portland, to Los Angeles, to New York. This isn't just about Chicago. Chicago is the test case. If he wins in Chicago, if the courts eventually say, yeah, the president can do this, then he'll do it everywhere. Every Democratic-led city that pushes back on his policies becomes a target. Every governor who doesn't fall in line faces federal troops. Every state that tries to protect its residents from aggressive federal enforcement gets overruled. And let's be clear about what's driving all this immigration. That's the issue Trump is using to justify this expansion of power. He's framing it as a crisis that requires extraordinary measures. He's saying the states won't enforce the law, so he has to. He's positioning himself as the only one willing to do what's necessary. But here's what they're not telling you. Immigration enforcement doesn't require military troops.
Exactly.
ICE exists. Border Patrol exists. There are thousands of federal law enforcement officers whose literal job is immigration enforcement.
Right.
The reason Trump wants the National Guard involved is optics. It's the show. It's the imagery of troops in the streets rounding people up. It's about looking tough and decisive and in control. And it's working. His base loves it. They see the troops deploying and they think finally someone's taking this seriously. Someone's not playing games. But what they're not seeing is the cost. The constitutional cost.
Exactly.
The precedent cost. The cost of turning the military into a domestic political tool. This is what the judge stopped. Not just a troop deployment, not just an immigration operation. She stopped the normalization of military force as a presidential option for any policy he wants to push. She stopped Trump from erasing the line between federal and state authority. She stopped what could have been the beginning of something much darker. But it's only temporary. The order is temporary. And Trump's team is already appealing, already preparing the next move, already talking about how they'll take this to the Supreme Court if they have to. And then we find out if the highest court in the land thinks the president can do this. And depending on that answer, we might be living in a very different country very soon. This is wild. This is actually wild. Okay, so let's break this down into simple points because I want you to understand exactly what's at stake here. Point 1, Trump tried to deploy National Guard troops to Chicago without the state's permission for immigration raids. Judge blocked it with an emergency order. That's the headline. But the reality is way more complicated. What he was really doing was testing whether he could override state authority and take control of state military forces for federal operations and not emergency operations, not disaster relief, not an actual crisis, immigration enforcement, routine policy stuff, which if he can do that, if a president can just federalize state troops whenever he wants for whatever policy priority he has, then state sovereignty basically doesn't exist anymore. Point 2, Trump openly threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act if courts got in his way. Let that sink in. He stood at the White House and said, if the courts block me, I have this emergency law and I'll use it. That's not how it's supposed to work. Courts are supposed to be a check on presidential power. They're supposed to be able to say no, but Trump is essentially saying your ruling doesn't matter because I have bigger powers I can invoke. This is textbook authoritarianism. You know what other leaders do this? You know who else threatens emergency powers when courts rule against them? Not the good guys, not the democracies. the dictators, the strongmen, the people who think they're above the law. And yeah, I know that's a strong word, but when someone literally threatens to invoke military emergency powers because they don't like judicial oversight, what else do you call it? Point 3. This isn't just about Chicago or Illinois. Trump has been doing this all over. He's threatened Portland. He sent federal forces to California. He's talked about New York. Every Democratic-led city that pushes back against his immigration policies becomes a target for federal intervention. And every time he does this, he's setting up the same conflict: federal power versus state rights, presidential authority versus local control. And he's betting that eventually the courts will side with him. And here's why that bet might pay off. The Supreme Court is conservative, 6-3. Trump appointed 3 of those justices. So when this case inevitably reaches them, and it will, there's a real chance they side with expanded presidential power. They might say, yeah, immigration is a federal issue. The president needs tools to enforce it. States can't block him. And if they do, if the Supreme Court gives Trump this power, it changes everything, because it's not just about immigration. Once you establish that the president can override states and deploy military forces for policy enforcement, that power exists forever. The next president has it, and the one after that, Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. The precedent is set, and presidents always expand on precedents. They never give power back. Point 4, the timing matters. We're heading into 2026 elections. Trump is ramping up immigration enforcement and military rhetoric right as campaigns are starting. That's not coincidence. This plays to his base. The imagery of troops deploying, of federal forces taking action, of a president who's tough and uncompromising, that's the brand, that's the message. And legal battles with liberal judges and Democratic governors, that's just more fuel for the narrative that they're trying to stop him from keeping America safe. But here's what gets lost in all that political theater. Real constitutional principles, real limits on power, real protections that have kept America from sliding into authoritarianism for 200 plus years. Those things don't poll well. They're not exciting. They don't make for good rally speeches. But they're what actually matter. They're what actually keep us free. So what happens next? Trump's team appeals. They're probably already drafting arguments about presidential authority and immigration crises and states failing to cooperate. They'll forum shop. They'll try to get this in front of friendly judges. And they'll move fast because the political calendar is ticking. And Trump wants this fight now while he has momentum. Illinois and other states will fight back. They'll argue this is unconstitutional federal overreach. They'll point to precedent about state control of National Guard. They'll warn about the dangers of militarizing immigration policy. And they'll try to keep this in lower courts as long as possible because they know the Supreme Court is risky. Meanwhile, protests are going to intensify because people are watching this. People are seeing federal troops deploying to cities. People are seeing the president threaten emergency powers. And people are going to take to the streets, which actually might be what Trump wants.
Right,
because protests give him an excuse, give him a reason to say, see, we need order, we need control, we need those emergency powers. And around it goes. Action and reaction, deployment and protest, court order and appeal, each side escalating, each side convinced they're fighting for America. And in the middle of it all, the actual Constitution, the actual laws, the actual principles that are supposed to govern all this getting bent and twisted and tested in ways they've never been tested before. Here's the bottom line. A judge blocked Trump's troop deployment for now, but this fight is just beginning. This is going to the Supreme Court. This is going to define presidential power for a generation. This is going to determine whether states can still protect themselves from federal overreach or whether the president can just override them whenever he wants. And depending on how that goes, we might be looking at a very different America. One where the military is a routine tool of domestic policy. One where states can't say no to federal force. One where presidential power is limited only by what the president thinks is necessary, which is basically unlimited. So yeah, keep your eyes on this. This matters. This really, really matters. Because the precedent set here, we're going to be living with for decades. And if we get it wrong, if we normalize this kind of presidential power, there's no going back. Once you give that power away, you never get it back. And that's what's really at stake. Not just troops in Chicago, not just one deployment or one court case, but the fundamental balance of power in American democracy. Whether we still have one or whether we're transitioning into something else. Something where one person has too much power and not enough people willing to stop them. Wild times. Truly wild times. And this story is far from over. Stay tuned because whatever happens next is going to be big.
Yup. It was like, no one got no power to stop him. We could try to stop him. Like, shit, we could try to stop him. Well, fuck it. Because we fed up. Trying to play a new track, new exclusive. It's called We Fed Up. HHN Special Report.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Bad in a mess with a motherfucking RPG. Try to get a fucking gun, but y'all. That bigger ball fall, killing the ball. This a small song, kick it, go hit. Take a long gone, get it strong gone. Head is gonna be long gone. Some motherfucker wanna keep it a song gone. Man, if this nigga bang with it, he the 9 millimeter. No, it's making Geneva got for the 11G, the big bang. It's
cat. Aim the gap, but I rearrange the gap. Fade the black, but I rearrange the map. My flow left the wall, it's a great attack. I came to pack, so the motherfucker fed up. That's your guard, y'all gonna get wet up. This will take a head up, better put your head up. Better look out, y'all gonna get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the give that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Now I gotta get on up, I gotta kill them all. Put the government middle finger to the law. It's a bit simple to the middle with a paw. Shot that motherfucker dead in the middle with a ball. He tore up the dog. I'm a spark at a car. We can do a flip. There's no land on this ball. Blast at the dog. Blast at the car. Where my sword. I'm gonna make a ball. Kill a ball. Gotta do a ball. Detroit nigga. Run up in the living. What they thinking? I'm a villain. Cause I'm feeling every minute. Get up on my business. Better listen. I'm a minute. I gotta kill a ball. Cause the government is tripping. Load up the clipping. Wow. Hit him in the face. We knocking him down. Fill him with rounds. Then you hear the screams on the way on the other side of town. When the government to be fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up.
Then we gotta play my second new track, that Midwest Southern Soul. Let's go.
Midwest Southern Soul. Through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Look at the girl with the smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Look at the girl with the smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Smoking weed, feeling good. Riding through the hood, like I should. Just bought some work, now it's time to cook. We up in the kitchen, we been flipping bricks up in the hood. Taking chicks up out the hood, know the bag is feeling good. I've been on the dishes, trying to rap. Flip some digits, fucking bitches in the bed. Down before the 30 minutes, I've been in and I've been out. From the bedroom to the couch. If you want it, you can get it, girl, you know what I'm about. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hole. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. And the girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. If the girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Let me know what you need. I got pills, I got weed. If I can't fuck with me, pull it out the SMG. Bleed, motherfucker, bleed. Everybody leave. I achieve all that I need. I don't have to grieve. I can live all in my peace. And if I believe, take it straight to ecstasy. Then I'm giving her the deed. I'm a be all I can be. When I'm in between, after that I gotta leave. Gotta get this fucking green. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke. Ride through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know.
Fuck that. We gotta play that again. We gotta play that again, y'all. We gotta play that again. We gotta play that again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta play that again, y'all. This that Midwest Southern Soul, man. We gotta play that again. Real shit, man.
Midwest Southern Soul. Through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl with the smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl with the smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Smoking weed, feeling good. Riding through the hood like I should. Just bought some work. Now it's time to cook. We up in the kitchen, we been flipping bricks up in the hood. Taking chicks up out the hood. From the bank is feeling good. I've been on the mission trying to rap. Put some digits, fucking bitches in the bed. Down for more than 30 minutes. I've been in and I've been out. From the bedroom to the couch. If you want it, you can get it. Girl, you know what I'm about. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hole. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hole. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Baby, know what you need. I got pills, I got weed. Just for data, fuck with me. Pull it out the SMG. Bleed, motherfucker, bleed. Everybody leave. I achieve all that I need. I don't have to grieve. I can live all in my peace. And if I follow me, take it straight to SSD. Then I'm giving her the D. I'm a B or like a B. When I'm in between, after that I gotta leave. Gotta get this fucking green. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl, wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for sure. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl, wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for sure. If you want it, let me know.
You already know what it is.
Road One Production.
Let me hit you with this laid back hit. Reminisce about the time while I'm rolling the slip. Spending time with a chick, yeah, I hopped in the whip. Mesmerized while she drive as I stare at her tits. I love the suspense that the story commits. Making love in the woods, yeah, the shit was intense. If it's same private property, we hop in the fence. She adventurous, yo, I ain't stopping the chick. We fucking in the labs by the satellite chips. Then I took it to the roof by the satellite dish. Then we jumped off the roof, parachute to the coop. In the getaway car with a trunk full of loot. Made it to the hideout, we aborted the troops. Then the girl got low, blew me like a flute. Their job well done, give her a salute. Kick back and relax, sip the gin and the juice. Hey. Revolutionary opportunists, who us? Part 2. Revolutionary opportunists. Let me hit you with this laid back tune. Got the greatest rooms, about to go straight to the moon. We was in the mood, feel the energy in the room. In the cosmos, it's just me and her in the news. Now we got a call, got another mission to get. She didn't hesitate, she got a gun off the clip. Headed to the villa, area surrounded by killers. She my overwatch, my baby girl was sniping them niggas while I'm in the field. Call me John Wick with the steals, made it to the boss. You got 2 seconds to deal, so tell me the code. Trying to get my money to go, but he didn't know. Had a red dot on his dome, she said area clear. Walked up and handed her beer, but the mission complete sweet. Now I'm telling them cheers, now we on the road. About to head straight to the mold, have to lay low and then disappear like a ghost. Hey. Revolution hope. Yeah. Hey, let's get it. Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Hey. Hey. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunists. Let me hit you with true potential, I'm too essential. Revolutionary lyrics will make the world tremble. Keep it simple, I'm going ham on this instrumental. But the government say it loud so you won't remember. Did this member from January to December. Faces mad because they dealing with the epicenter. Now my temper will make you remember you a little nigga. I'm a god, I turn states into bloody rivers. Metaphorical for corrigible, I'm a beast. Off the leash like Jet Li, I'm being leashed. I'm a feast on every fan that fuck with me. With my lyrics, and yeah, I gotta say it publicly. I'm the pebble that's in the ripples on every level. I'm a rebel that's sending shots at some fucking devils. So the globalist motherfuckers, they can get it too. My girl sent me a mission, what we gonna do?
Lots on the bass, so you know the bitch bang, 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 bang. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up.
Headed to the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice chick, get a loose. Throwing up the goose and the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Baby, drop it low to the dance floor. Baby, quick that this baby, I won't let go. Baby, look in my eyes and say you want a boss. What nigga do you want now? Pay the cost. 17, 30 days, all the ghost say. All the Casamigos, what do you say? Hurricane and Jordan gon' put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party to 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you tellin' them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Yeah, tell the living young girl about to give it up. Tell the fine girl put the drink in the bigger cup. Fill it up. Tell the prep girl about to drink it up. Now we do the dance floor, yeah, get the live it up. Sucker over my business, and when I'm really I'm spitting for the women that wanna feel it. I know they dig it. Now they head back to the bar and get some more. Look the phone, this is the girl you wanna smoke. On the boat, smoking gelato, sipping Moscato from the bottle. This girl 20 more than the model. Body of a got it, just being out and smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics. On the dance floor, we getting lit. Pop lock, go the road by. You can even do the splits. So smooth and with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Said throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. Take him home, Jay.
Funky, 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 funky,
Rogue One production.
Let me get you with this real hip-hop. This hip-hop is gonna pop when the music drop. Let's dance on the floor till the music stop. Pop lock, break dance, time to groove a lot. I'm just a young cat from the 313. Looking for a fine chick to get next to me. Now we on the dance floor on the ecstasy. And we floating in the sky, baby, best believe. Smoke the trees, baby girl, smoke with me. Float with me, flowing over open seas. Float the space, we gon' hold the brakes. Hold the space, baby, let me hold the case. Hold the gates, baby, let me get on in. When I'm in, baby, your head gon' spin. Holiday in, baby, let's head on in. Or we can party in my den or the back of your Benz. Hey, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, let me get you with this real hip hop. This hip hop will never stop, cause I move the clock. Tick tock, time to rock, make your shoulders pop. On the dance floor, you can let me know you're hot. On the block, house party, we control the spot. Baby girl flipping on me cause she know I rock. Came dynamite, baby, I control the scene. Clothes is clean, fresh quick, smoking green. Hold your lean, I can see you go for me. Take it to the back room, she become the queen. In between, her thighs make the scream. Ain't no beam, baby, this ain't no dream. Flow is smooth, so cool, enjoy the groove. So in tune, we will keep your soul in tune. Open room, smash to the ocean tunes. Seeing stars and the planets and the suns and moons. Hey, time to make your body rock. Hey, when you listen to that real hip hop. Hey, time to make your body rock. Hey, when you listen to that real hip hop. Hey, it's time to make your body rock. Hey, when you listen to that real hip hop. It's time to make your body rock. Hey, when you listen to that real hip hop. Hey, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop. Hey, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop. It's time to make your body rock. Hey, when you listen to that real hip hop. Hey, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop. Hey.
HHN Special Report. Shouts out to everybody. Much love to my guy, this Crystal is cool. Much love to my guy, this Monster. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Everybody gonna watch on the playback.
Slow back, slow jack, throw back, and the back to back, and go ham, but no cap. Keep a fit in the head, and go fall back. Black mask, the black mag, and all black. That man's a Vatican assassin. Had to kick the man, he's like a Batman. Shooting at his feet to make a tap dance. Had to tip the chick for a lap dance. Clap that and smack that, the last back. Had to tap that, and the black lap was sounding back. After that, back to the track, where eating rap snacks, watching the adventures of Blackjack, I laugh at. These haters are very quick when I blast back. Like a sitcom killer without a laugh track. Track the government down, holding my jetpack. You pack an RPG, you better bag that. Watch this, the hot shit, I got this, ain't stop this, apocalypse synopsis, you pop this, the headshot to top this, and then you grab the girl beneath the top list, she walking around with the hot tits, looking past her ass, got me locked in, she put up on me, told me hop in, and that was bigger enough, but that the drive in, the dive in, the climb in, the grind in, get the whole family fuck, until the dive in, we vibe in, we ride in, the dive in, on the time in, I gotta do the Heisman, shine in, we bright as like a diamond, these bitch ass fans will never find me, the revolution, dog, you can't deny me, never since 02, I was a fly G. So cold, slow mo, before phone, cause you don't hold your home. This was a no-show, you don't know. I'm doing with a go-go, put another number in this, it was a good show. When I start to feel it's like a stone cold. Let me stun the world, you better run home. You better pretty guy, and then he come, bro. When he won't come bitch, you better duck low. The back, but don't talk, the lap, better tap, the gunner from the backpack. With my chick cap, the cat, the Billy's ball cap, Cadillac, 53rd, you should've saw that. Then I took the back to go my lab back. Lays around my neck, can I have that? He pump a percent, then his ass dash to the ass back. I love to get that ass crack.
Papa Trick. Hello, Abraham. What up, go? Marcy Playground on the sample. Phenom Rogue One on the beat. Yo, Sound Master.
Who's that lounging?
HHN Special Report.
Who's that lounging? Yeah.
Let's let it quit.
Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's from Cougar Town.
Who's that lounging? Yeah.
It's a motherfucking bad chick. Let's go get the bag quick. Get the brick, rip the shit, baby, give me savage. Baby, give me baggage. Sexy with the glasses. Low cut dress, baby girl, got some fashion. Hopping out the wagon, in the club dancing. Back to the crib, baby girl, want some passion. Let's go make some magic. Shit is outstanding. In the bedroom, singing stars in the planets. Hit her from the back and the front. More than a month. Clapping her cheeks while I'm smoking on a blunt. Blueberry blunts, fuck her in the truck. In the parking lot, we be gone like a motherfucker. Lights, camera, action, girl, it's time to make a movie. You can be a big or a slim goodie. Keep them glasses on or take it off. Let me break it off. Coming from the light to the dark at the park. Smash it in the car, going in the raw. We don't give a fuck about the motherfucking law. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's from Cougar Town.
Who's that lounging? Yeah. I smell sexy. Yeah.
She's from Cougar Town.
Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's from Cougar Town.
Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's from Cougar Town.
I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging?
It's a milf in a red dress, friend got a blue dress. Take her to the room, baby girl, what to do next? Time to change the mood set, baby girl too wet. And a friend twerking on my dick by the pool check. Fuck her in the pool bed, put her in the suplex. Baby girl, love you, want to know what to do next. Go by the beach, yeah, free to the week, yeah. About to go deep, yeah, fuck her to the beat, yeah. Hit her from the back and the front, I ain't tryna stunt. Baby said she love me, but I treat her like a munch. Eat this shit for lunch, did this shit for months. In Cougar Town, I've been gone like a motherfucker. Gotta make her feel it, baby, can you dig it? I ain't saying that in a motherfucking minute. Give her best of business, smash it in the kitchen. Dining room, living room, let the neighbors hear it. Lanes to the ceiling, swollen and I'm grinding in it. If I have a heart attack, well, I'll be dying in it. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's from Cougar Town.
Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's from Cougar Town.
I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging? I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging?
What's up, Abraham? We're gonna play these two new songs again, and then we're gonna ride out to the last song, and then we're gonna be out. For those that didn't hear the new shit, we're gonna play the new shit again, and then we're gonna play the last song, and then we're gonna be out. So 3 more songs, everybody. All right, starting with the 2 new ones. Let's get it. For those that didn't hear the new exclusive, you paying it back.
Phenom Road 1 Production.
Take up a bed to be fed up. Yeah, they bout to get wet up. Tell them that we fed up. Yeah, they bout to get wet up. Tell them that we fed up. Yeah, they bout to get wet up. Tell them that we fed up. Yeah, they bout to get wet up. Bad in the mess with a motherfucking RPG. Try to kill a fucking army, y'all. I pick up all phone, killing the ball. This a small song, kick it, go ahead. Hit the wrong song, get it strong song. Head is gonna be long gone. Some motherfucker wanna keep it a song on. Man, do this nigga bang with it. He the 9mm, go straight to Geneva. Got for the Lamborghini, big bang. It's
attack. Aim the gap, but I'm rearrange the gap. Fade the black, but I'm rearrange the map. My blow up the wall, it's a great attack. Back in the pack, so the motherfucker fed up. That's what no guard, y'all gonna get wet up. This will take a head up, better put your head up. Better look out, y'all gonna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Now I gotta get on up, I gotta kill them all. For the government, middle finger to the law. Get some bad simmer in the middle with a paw, so the motherfucker dead in the middle with a ball. Detroit at the dog, I'm a spark at the car, we can do a flip, this gon' land on this ball, blast at the door, blast at the car, where my sword, I'm make a ball, kill a ball, gotta do a ball, Detroit, nigga. Run a minute, living what they think I'm a villain, cause I'm feeling every minute. Get up on my business, better listen, I'm a minute, now I gotta kill a ball, and the government is tripping, load up the clipping, bow, hit him in the face, we knocking them down, fill it with rounds, then you hear the screams on the way on the other side of town. When the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up, tell the government that we fed up, yeah, they wanna get wet up. Midwest Southern Soul. Through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sippin' lean, smoking dro. Big girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sippin' lean, smoking dro. Big girl smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Smoking weed, feeling good. Riding through the hood like I should. Just bought some work, now it's time to cook. We up in the kitchen, we been flipping bricks up in the hood. Taking chicks up out the hood. From the bank is feeling good. I've been on the mission trying to rap. Flip some digits, stuffing bitches in the pen. Down for more than 30 minutes. I've been in and I've been out. From the bedroom to the couch. If you want it, you can get it, girl. You know what I'm about. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hole. Sipping lean, smoking dro. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hole. Sipping lean, smoking dro. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Let me know what you need. I got pills, I got weed. If I can't fuck with me, pull it out the SMG. Bleed, motherfucker bleed. Everybody leave. I achieve all that I need. I don't have to grieve. I can live all in my peace. And if I don't be, take it straight to SMG. Then I'm giving her the D. I'm a B or like a B. When I'm in between, after that I gotta leave. Gotta get this fucking green. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sippin' lean, smoking dro. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sippin' lean, smoking dro. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know.
HHN Special Report. We got the final song. I just want to say shouts out to everybody again. You know, and for everybody that's going to watch on the playback, much love to my goddess. Crystal is cool over there in California. Love. And much love to the goddess Vonta over there in the UK fighting a good fight against that Online Safety Act and that digital ID. 3 million strong, ready to burn Downing Street to the ground. Viva la revolution. The only solution is revolution, baby. keep that sniper polished for me, baby. You already know what it is. I think it's going on 11 o'clock over there. It's going on 11 o'clock over there. I hope you're having a lovely weekend over there, Vonta. Real talk. And I think it's probably like 3 o'clock, going on 3 o'clock over there in Cali. You know what I'm saying? In the afternoon. So hope you're having a lovely afternoon over there, Krista. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a cool afternoon right here, 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? 6 o'clock in Detroit in the next 1 minute. Might as well call it now. So it is what it is. Much love to my God, this Vonta, baby. You know I see you. You know I see you, and I feel that energy, baby. My jazz session canceled, Kane. I'm chilling offline today. Oh, for real? Shit, like I kind of like stopped it kind of early. So I was go do the after party at Jordan Channel. I was like, cause like he about to do his jam session. So shit, instead of going to the last song, I can play, at least what, like 4 more? Y'all want 4 more tracks? I'm gonna give y'all 4 more fucking tracks. Jordan, cancel the jam session. But you might do it later. You might do it later once you get comfortable and shit. Cause you just got in. You said you just got in from work and shit. So it's like shit, nigga, like get comfortable. Because it's like going back to work right after you just got off work. So yeah, dog. Get your time in, relax. Start around maybe like 8 or 9 or whatever, so you can have that wine in your system. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But shit. Yo, real shit, Jordan. Everybody loved that motherfucking Midwest Southern Soul song, bro. I did not know that song was really that fucking hot. Like real shit. Shouts out to my lovely friend from Michigan, Sadie. She is so fucking cool. She was like, this is my new favorite track. You probably go to the track and see the comments, like that's Sadie. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk on Facebook. And like she got like a spiritual healing, like she's a sweet woman. I'm talking about like she got, like some shit off the ground, and she's a teacher too. And she got some land dogs, like I said. Let me get my negotiation tactics on. And we might be able to have some land. You know what I'm saying? I told you, dog. I got shit on the floor too, And plus it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I know some real cool people. You know what I'm saying? And we can all work together and motherfucker really do some shit. You know what I'm saying? We can motherfucking really create our society. Like I've been trying to motherfucker set this shit up for years. And I'm glad when I come online, I'm glad when I go online, I see, there's people that's like-minded, like let's get together, start a community. I'm like, cool, I'm not the only one out here. But y'all want to gather people to chill. I'm trying to gather people to kill. And you better look all right. Hell yeah, man. It's like real shit. I got some real true diehard female fans, and I really love that. I really appreciate that because I'm a revolutionary artist, and they love that motherfucking revolutionary shit. So they like love all the layers of me. It's like, like me expressing myself through song and music. They like, like it's like me like giving a piece of myself to them without them even asking me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just showing them better than I could tell them. Yep. But yeah, I got some shit on the flow. I got a lot of shit on the flow. It's just that, I just gotta keep on staying consistent, and don't slip, and not burn bridges with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So like I try to, be cool, stay in my lane, let people stay in theirs. You know what I'm saying? And we come together when we come together. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. It's just going to take some time. It ain't really about the fucking leap of faith no more. It's just we just got to get the money up to do it. And you know what I'm saying? And real shit. Don't be surprised when I hit everybody up and I go live and I'll show everybody the fucking land that I got with the tiny homes already there And I'd be like, all right, y'all. We in Michigan. For real. It's going to have to be that. It's going to have to be just like that. You know, it's like Dennis Leary said off of the Demolition Man when Sylvester Stallone said, like, why don't you lead? He was like, nigga, I'm not a leader. I just do shit. People just follow. Like, nigga, real shit. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. So since you canceling shit, we're going to play like 4 more songs. Well, yeah, I think I got a track for Low Key though, bro. I think I got a track. But I'm gonna listen to it again because it's 6 o'clock. I'm about to go through some other beats because I'm about to start working on some music. So yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna play 3 more tracks. And then we're gonna get up out of here. This HHN Special Report. What's popping tonight? It's Saturday night. Oh man, it's Saturday night. So you know Detroit After Dark gonna be lit. I gotta try to find something good to motherfucking review. Because the coach, you know, the coach got stuff, but I need something, you know, like, it's cool, but like I'm looking for something else. So I'm trying to look for other people that's on that same type of time. And Jordan, you say your people ain't been motherfucking going live either, so it's like shit. Yeah, nigga, that relationship content is a motherfucker. Shouts out to P. Moses. What up, though? Hey, yo, P. Moses, you heard my new shit yet? I dropped some new shit. You want to hear it? I dropped 2 new tracks today. Damn. Not today, but yesterday. Fuck it. We're going to play these motherfucking new tracks again. Fuck it, though. This is an exclusive. Might as well motherfucking play the worldwide exclusives on repeat. It definitely means yes. It means you heard it. It means you heard it. You heard it already. If you heard it. I think definitely means yes. All right, cool. So if you heard it, I can go to something else. Because I play these bitches all day. No, I did. I played them like at least like 3 times, I think. Shit. Where the fuck was I at? Oh yeah, I was in my playlist. Nah. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right, cool. You never heard it, Jake. Bet it up. Better play it now. You probably ain't hear the motherfucking Ill as Ever either. You ready? All right, cool. Let's go. We fed up. Fuck it, I'm gonna play all 3. I'm gonna play We Fed Up first. New exclusive. We prepared to spend all day. The Empire.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Glad that I mess with a motherfucking RPG. Try to kill a fucking gun, y'all. I pick up ball phone, killing the ball. This is a small song, kicking go ahead. Take a wrong song, get it strong song. Head is gonna be long gone. Some motherfucker wanna keep it a song on. Man, this nigga bang with it. He did not been a minute. Go straight to Geneva. Got for the 11 G, the big bang attack. Aim the gap, but I bring a range the gap. Made the black, but I bring a range the map. My blowing up the wall, it's a great attack. Got crazy pack, so the motherfucker fed up. That's what no guard, y'all gonna get wet up. This is like a head up, better put your head up. Better look out, y'all gonna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell the
government that we better. Yeah, they wanna get wetter. Tell the government that we better. Yeah, they wanna get wetter. Tell the government that we better. Yeah, they wanna get wetter. Now I gotta get them up, I gotta kill them all. For the government, better figure to the law. Get some bed sipping in the middle with a paw. Shot that motherfucker dead in the middle with a ball. He pouring up the dog, got a spark at a call. Make it do a flip, this gon' land on this ball. Blast at the dog, blast at the car. Where my sword, I'ma make a fall, kill a ball. Gotta do a ball, Detroit nigga. Run up in the living, what they thinking of a villain? Cause the villain every minute. Get up on my business, better listen, I'm a minute. Now I gotta kill a ball, cause the government is tripping. Go up the clipping, bow. Hit him in the face, we knocking him down. Fill him with rounds. When you hear the screams on the way on the other side of town. When the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Hey, chill.
Phenom Rogue One production.
Pop a clip, double cop, but they get shot. The revolutionary lyrics full of hip hop. Pop a cop, leave it there, but they get shot. The baby, the body, get in, I gotta dip out. Take it to lobby, get everybody flip out. They got a motherfucker gun, take a rib out. Got a motherfucker troops, I'ma say it out. The weed taking down the motherfucking White House. Got a tell every girl, put a swipe out. Hit a fan while you sleeping on a nice couch. And blow it up and put it, everybody ride out. Night out, head back to the hideout. These fans never find out. Got a fella with buttons as soon as I put it, get on it, I'm willing to put it in it. Never committed witness, the witness in this emanated. Everybody know the witness that never spit.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the dope. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the dope. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the dope. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the dope. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it. Feeling like a villain, see you in a minute. I'm killing every villain, blowing up a villain in the villain. I'm finna show you motherfucking need to be easy. Jump and take your cold facility. Kill a motherfucker, kill a motherfucker, kill him. Kill him with a blade that's made out of villain. Shoot him in the brain, but he came out of river. Kids in the gang, everybody came out of kill. Put it to the limit, and I live it when I run up for my cops. I'm a building, kill you motherfucking niggas. Throw my pants, I'm a building, kill you motherfucking niggas. Shoot the president, kill you motherfucking niggas. For the parliament, I kill them all quicker. Fucking on the weed and I'm drinking them all liquor. Pull out the gat, I'm packing y'all niggas. When I pop your back, cause I'm blasting y'all niggas.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Shit, get a dope, roll for the phone. Everybody gotta lay down on the floor. Everybody know how the game go.
Everybody know what the innocent never spit it.
Let's go. Yeah, that's Southern Soul.
Midwest Southern Soul.
Through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking dro. Look at big girl, wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking dro. Look at big girl, wanna smoke. smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Smoking weed, feeling good, riding through the hood like I should. Just bought some work, now it's time to cook. We up in the kitchen, we been flipping bricks up in the hood, taking chicks up out the hood. Know the bag is feeling good. I've been on the mission trying to rap, flip some digits, fucking bitches in the bed down before the 30 minutes. I've been in and I've been out, from the bedroom to the couch. If you want it, you can get it, girl, you know what I'm about. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hole, sipping lean, smoking dope. Baby girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hole, sipping lean, smoking dope. Baby girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Let me know what you need. I got pills, I got weed. If I can't fuck with me, pull it out the SMG. Bleed, motherfucker, bleed. Everybody leave. I achieve all that I need. I don't have to grieve. I can live all in my peace. If they follow me, take it straight to SMG. Then I'm giving her the D. I'm a B or like a B. When I'm in between, after that I gotta leave. Gotta get this fucking green. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking dope. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking dope. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know.
Nah, those are my 3 new tracks. P. Moses. Nah, tell a chick that you Moses and you ready to part her Red Sea. Then you let your people go. Shouts out, man. Shouts out. We at the last track that we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna work on some music and shit. I just had to do this, dude. I know, right? Hey, yo, I ain't make that joke up. I got that joke from Eddie Griffin. It's an old classic joke. It was from the movie Foolish. If y'all remember the movie Foolish, if y'all haven't seen the movie Foolish, check it out. It starred Master P and Eddie Griffin. It's about like Eddie Griffin's life and shit. That last one might be my new favorite song. Bro, everybody is saying that shit, bro. Everybody is saying that shit, bro. They like, nigga, they can ride out to that shit. That's, yo, bro, I was in my bag on that one. Like, real shit, bro. Everybody is saying it, from men to women. Yo, bro. Yo, I am so glad that I motherfucking gave y'all a favorite jam to put in y'all playlist. Y'all can ride out to, you know what I'm saying? Sipping lean, smoking good, you know what I'm saying? I love the chop blades. Giving y'all motherfucking that UGK vibe. Riding through the hood. I know Texas gonna love that shit. I know the South gonna love that shit. Real shit. Especially Texas, dog. Real shit, bro. Nigga, like that's nigga. Memphis, Texas, yeah, Florida, Alabama, they're definitely motherfucking, yo, man. They were like, nigga, where this nigga from? Yo, dog, it's called Midwest Southern Soul. Bro, real shit, I didn't have a name for this track. And I didn't want to motherfucking, I didn't want to have anything simple or like something that sounded the same because I got so much music. And plus I didn't want to make it a part 2 of anything. I wanted this shit to be motherfucking unique and on its own, completely solid. So I was like, it got this Southern style and I wanted to be like a Southern title, but I didn't want it to be someone else's title or something remotely close to someone else's title or remotely close to an original title that I wrote. So I had to be creative with this shit. So it was like, fuck it, I'm gonna call it Midwest Southern Soul. Just like the little compilation, little list I got together. I was like, okay, cool. Because I'm a Midwest nigga with a Southern flow, with a message from the soul. Yep, Midwest Southern Soul is the name of this track. bet it up. So that's how that was. Yeah, so many different styles. Yeah, I know. I'm Hurricane the Stall Master. Do. Yup. Gave me that Texas feel for real. Yeah, bro. ride through the you know, man. No, yo, man. Like when I was studying music, you know, it was Southern music that was a real true good foundation. Because when I first started like rapping, it was like my foundation was like Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the storytelling rap. Like if I would have heard a nigga with metaphors first, I probably would have been a metaphorical type of rapper. But since it was storytelling first, or just like talking and shit, motherfuckers was like, yeah, Juvenile cold, man, but like he don't rap, he talk. So like I mastered that talking shit first, and then I start putting my own spin on. I'm like, I can up my tempo, like say shit a little faster. Before I started motherfucker like knowing about the speed rap, that was like 2 years later. That was like an 04. And I mastered the speed in like 2009. That's when I fully mastered. That's when I fully knew I was fully confident in my lyrical ability of the speed shit. But that shit took time. But like at the end of the day, yes, I'm phenomenal style master, but there's still things I know I'm lacking. Now, when I use metaphors, I try to put it in the right spots in my music as I can. But like metaphors is what I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? But like otherwise, I can probably rate my metaphor game probably at intermediate level. I know I'm past beginner. I just got past beginner when it comes to shit, because like it's not about the metaphor that you do use. It's about how you use the metaphor and what position of the verse you use it, and how impactful it is to make a motherfucker be like, God damn, the nigga just say that. You know what I'm saying? So like I try to use my metaphors perfectly. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, try to say a phenomenal metaphor that you never heard before. You know what I'm saying? But like most of the times, most metaphors are recycled and said differently. You know what I'm saying? But Jadakiss and Fabulous was always blowing our minds in high school. Like these motherfuckers just said this shit. This nigga Jada the man. You know what I'm saying? We used to motherfucking just talk about how cold and lyrical motherfuckers was. And we used to spit bars all through school. There's like, yo, nigga, dog, nigga, you hear what Jada said on that last verse? There's like, yeah, nigga, you hear what that nigga Twister said on that motherfucking Let's Go. Gotta spit it for the murderer and the killers and the thugsters. The ballers and the killers and the hustlers. Gotta come and get your buddies in the VI, my little John and the crusher. It's a sucker nigga to from Chicago, but live with the Miami nigga that I crusher. We already be looking for trouble. If a nigga gotta get it. So I was like, what this nigga call? I was like, oh shit. Motherfuckers in class like, yeah, Can, you would know Twister verse. I was like, fuck you, nigga. I can understand a word that nigga say. It was like, yeah, nigga, you would know Twister verse. Oh man, I miss my cats in high school, man. Those are my niggas. No, nigga, we was the D squad like a motherfucker, dog. Squad up. I always thought Juvenile was better than Wayne. Hell yeah, because one, he was the oldest motherfucker in the camp, and meaning the more older you are, the more experienced you are. And shit, BG was the second people that everybody loved. Man, yo, bro, this nigga BG. Allegedly, dog. This nigga got connects in Detroit. I don't know what the fuck that nigga do down here, but BG pops up down here, dog. I mean, pops up here because I'm up north. So, like, if y'all down south, this nigga BG be popping up north. Jeezy pops up here too. I think he got some shit going down here too. Baby popped up here a couple times too. Yeah, Baby from Cash Money. That motherfucker popped up here. So I was like, yo, but BG definitely got some shit popping up here. I don't know what it is. Related. I don't know. Related. I don't know. But related. I don't know though, but yeah. But Juvenile, Man, we still play Juvenile 400 Degrees to this day. I just heard a motherfucker ride past me a couple of days ago, still banging 400 degrees. You see me, you can't talk right. You see that 98 Mercedes on TV? I bought a 98 Mercedes. We still play that album. And the album is so precious. Don't leave that shit lying around your house. Niggas will steal that shit. Just like niggas will steal motherfucking Bone Thugs and Harmony East 1999. Do not leave these albums lying around like, you know, like you don't care. Well, dog. They motherfuckers are some fucking thieves, bro. But we at the last song, man. Shouts out to everybody, dog. We about to get up out of here. Don't leave Twista, Adrenaline Rush, the first one. You know, when he first came out with his debut album, that motherfucking Adrenaline Rush. Don't leave that album lying around. Don't leave a Devin the Dude album lying around. Don't leave a Scarface album lying around. Any Scarface album. Don't leave no Ghetto Boys lying around. Don't leave no motherfucking UGK lying around. Don't leave 8 Ball, definitely 8 Ball MJD. Do not leave them motherfuckers lying around. Anybody else? Don't leave Too Short lying around. Don't leave NWA. Definitely don't leave NWA lying around. Motherfuckers be looking for classics. Don't real shit. Motherfuckers be looking for classics. Do not leave Goody Mob lying around. Who's that? Keeping them. Don't leave that motherfucking album lying around. All right. Outkast, the original, I think the Equimini. Don't leave that motherfucker album lying around. Shit. I could probably say like any Devin the Dude album, don't leave that motherfucker shit lying around. Y'all probably might have some albums that y'all know a nigga would steal if you lied around. Back in the look. We're talking about CDs. Back in the day, our old folks used to be like, don't leave Tina Turner lying around. Don't leave Prince lying around. Don't leave Michael Jackson lying around. Don't leave Sly and the Family Stones lying around. Definitely don't leave the Gap Band lying around. Don't motherfucking leave motherfucking Funkadelics, The Temptations, motherfucking Dramatics, motherfucking Funkmaster Flash. Do not motherfucking leave motherfucking Planet Patrol lying around. For real. You thought we talking shit? They was talking major shit, because they was records. Niggas was motherfucking running out niggas' houses and stores with records, dropping shit. Those albums gonna go lays quick. Right. Like real. But we talking about CDs and tapes. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like, if you're in your 30s, y'all know what I'm talking about. So nowadays, you just motherfucking try not to get hacked. Try not to get fucking hacked. Or download a fucking song and it don't have a virus that comes with it. That's today's age. Motherfuckers got to argue about it. They were like, yo, man, remember we used to download songs and a virus used to come on our computer? Yeah, dude, that was bad. That's a horrible ass story. Our shit was better. We smoking, drinking, fucking hoes and shit. And then, like, you go to put a CD in and you realize it's gone. And 2 other individuals end up disappearing too. They're like, man, yo, where the fuck the niggas go? Shit, I don't know. Them niggas chilling for a minute. Then they went on the porch. And then they gone. I think motherfuckers took my Bone Thugs and Harmony CD. East 1999, my nigga. Thinking about back in the days of the niggas in it. I was like, I can't listen to my shit no more. All right, man. Let me get to this last song, y'all. Fuck it. 2 more songs. Shouts out to my homeboy Lil Keith. We're gonna play this one first. Fuck it. Hide Out.
Remix. Including murder will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
ex-pot dealer. Hurricane, King Kong, low-key Godzilla. Ain't no two niggas realer. Straight bars, no filler. One with COVID, I can't get much iller. These rappers is trash, litter, they not popping shit like a bag. Trigger, a bag getter. I'll put a Birkin on body. I'll pop the trunk on Trump. I'm really on real nigga timing. You think I'm wild, belong in the silent. Made it American, so I love violence. When I go hunting, you better get hot. I got a gun that's so big I can't hide it. Black John Wick, I don't need a switch. Me and my dog, I don't need a bitch. I don't obey the laws. Fuck who create the laws. Run up in the Oval Office, swarming. Black garments. I'm not waiting for the purge. I wanna start it. Don't get in my way. A dilly departed. Conspiracy harlot. I dicked it down, did the party. You tell the truth, you a target. Legs come to gaslighting and stalking. I put my enemies in a coffin. Guarding my energy like a fortress. I'm holding a grudge. I'm really a Taurus. American dreams. It's really a forest. No tie. No suit. Fuck corporate. We smoke until we forfeit. We high. We out this orbit. I'm ready to crash out. No foreign. Just put the White House on my coordinates. Bullets flying out of Fort Taurus. And we spin it back around like a chorus. He the guy killer, I'm the ex-pot dealer. Hurricane, King Kong, low-key Godzilla. Ain't no two niggas realer. 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 Ain't no two niggas.
Ride out, fly out, till the government about to die out. Revolutionary by the pound out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out, till the government about to die out. Revolutionary by the pound out. That's why they running till they hide out. Power nigga came back to the Bible niggas. I'm the motherfucking God killer. Put the devil in the God nigga. Till they come up beneficial thing here, get this motherfucking chop nigga. Drop a top on the block top, nigga, drop top in the mouth, nigga. Can't stop, nigga. Till they come to K-Ray, put his frames in this motherfucking block, nigga. I'm back, got mine. Click clack, those shots with the Cadillac, blowing up the neck track. These fans ain't ready for that. I don't think people ready for this. So wanna call me a terrible bitch? You're gonna pay for your arrogance. Ain't even no evidence. I'm a this in the great this government. Let go, ride out, fly out. Till the government about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Till the government about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. That's why they running till they hide out. Exterminate, I came in to seal your fade. Never motherfucking fed the day. Prepared to spray my artillery, you can't get spray your face. You wanna face your fate today. I hate to say you better praise. Spoiler alert, you don't even exist today. So bitch, decay, this the way. Revolution motherfucker gonna kill a government today. This the play, blow with the White House, blow with the Pentagon. Hurricane be the name, I'm Pentagon. Y'all niggas is lanes, get a job. So grab your gun, we finna ride. Every government official with the pistol, so we gotta ride out with the missile. They get load up, get the show up, give it no up, kill the police. I'm gonna get them ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolution, everybody ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolution, everybody ride out. That's why they run until they hide out. Enemy line, gotta go across enemy lines. I'm feeling the vine, can't hit everybody's spine. They're not alive, everyone the line. To the people, so we gotta ride. Better decide right now, or you're gonna be dying. So the government, they want us divided. You gotta put together and defeat the tyrants. These motherfuckers gonna be silent, bitch. I'm violent, fuck everybody. Gonna do the motherfucker like they did the line. The blood flow like a fire hydrant. Enemy gotta vibe about it. It's my life if I decide and I'm a kind of out of resistance. Take but the pen is the only mission. Revolutionary was straight position. Time to rearrange this whole dimension. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to the hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. That's why they run until they hide out. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Tell the government we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck.
Fuck the bullshit, nigga. I gotta play another before we go to that last song. Fuck, I'm gonna play another. Fuck the government, y'all. We gotta ride out with these motherfuckers, dog. This is what it sounds like when we ride out on the enemy. I got 3 words for the motherfucking government. I got 3 fucking words. They better
leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome and hit you dead in your dome.
HHN Special Report.
Run a video chiller like a nigga see the chrome spitting in the instant, even don't miss it. Now I'm gone fishing for the bitches. Don't listen when I'm on a mission. Never to the builder, put the bomb on the fucking cylinder in a minute. I'ma be the killing the villains, but the drill feeling like killing the villain. I know the government gon' get any finish. You better listen, fuck religion, I'm a motherfucking God killer. That turns to a cop killer. Fuck around and get shot, nigga. I ain't tryna be popular, but now what's up? You gotta get your knowledge up, but that's the one that really rock with us. The grab the keys, pop the trunk, nigga, the motherfucking pump, shoot the motherfucker dead, nigga. Getting dead in the trunk. Shot the body of a million pieces, leave a motherfucker dead, nigga. I don't give a fuck no more. You can imagine like Dumbledore, underground, go to the motherfucking Thunderdome. I'm chopping everybody up with a sword called Thunderbolt. The cut you throw the blood is so on the motherfucking pavement. Leaving the letters, I make a statement. What's the occasion? Revolution, motherfucking amazing. Leave the motherfucking government shaking. Operation stop the hate. Tell the motherfucker stop the faking. I came here to shock the nation. Hottest Cajun, east for the population. Make a motherfucker stop the begging. I'll be waiting on them on the top with an AR. RPG with a radar. With a 50 cat that'll spray for. Hey, y'all, tear y'all motherfucking face on you alone. I'm a chopper. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome. Motherfucking chopper. And get your dead in your dome. HHN Special Report. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome. We got 3 words for the government, y'all. And get your dead in your dome. 3 words for the government. You better tell them. Leave me alone. Fuck the government. You better leave me alone. Fuck the parliament. You better leave me alone. Fuck that censorship. Don't get me alone now. Motherfuckers are so sensitive. The whole country is turned into bitch ass niggas.
Now we on the last song. Shouts out to everybody coming through, man. HHN Special Report. We doing Detroit After Dark tonight. Probably about like 11:30 or 12. Let's end it now.
Let the flood return. Y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now.
You know how we end this shit.
That I will flood the world right now.
HHN Special
Report. Your government now. Kill a motherfucker, throw a bit of river, I'ma do a bigger quicker than anybody that will pull a trigger, eliminate the government, some public, you motherfuckers about to catch a motherfucker, son, the kid, got the world rubber lead, everybody running again, killing the motherfucker, cops for the fun again, shooting the motherfucker, good, they gon' be running there, blowing it up, got the motherfucker fun again, I'm the only motherfucker that wanna fight the government, why the fuck is people wanna like the government, now I got the motherfucker smack the government, in the White House is the place of running in, John Wick, everybody up in the bed, to equalize a motherfucker, got me trying to quit, kidnapping bitches looking like choice to win, life or death is a choice to pick, got a motherfucker sword again, chopping everybody else to record shit. Be the top with the porcelain. Turn the base to a forest again. Star Wars got the force within. Like a motherfucking speed. If you're realist, the realist, I never really. You about to feel it. Until the stupid fans come and get it. Revolutionary literature. Hear what your favorite, the furious spirit. The killer dog. Listen to me, bitch, I'm a chopper. It's a popper with a chopper. It's a proper. Better go doctor. Like I'm not supposed to nigga, then they get to the chopper. Blow the bitch up. Cause bitch, I'm a monster. Hurricane. Come and better pray to the Father. I kill that motherfucker living state in Nevada. God kill a nigga, understood in your mind. Ain't nobody ready for the monster. Return, y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Let the flood return, y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. So let the flood return. Let the world burn. I'ma flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. So let the flood return. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Much love to my goddess Crystal is cool over there in California, love. And my goddess Vance over there in the UK fighting a good fight against that Online Safety Act and that digital ID hashtag fuck the parliament. 3 million strong ready to burn that bitch to the ground. And back to you, Crystal. When I destroy this world, you will be the goddess of the new one. And shouts out to all the goddesses that's coming through. And shouts out to all them watching on the playback. And shouts out to all the warriors, all the soldiers that's in the chat. You know, thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for getting this news and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I catch y'all on the next one. Y'all know how we end this shit. Red man style. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tech 9 on the waistline, looking to hype shit. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper. I have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G packs the gats up. Blah. Trigger bang bang. It's your man, Hurricane HHN Special Report. Signing out.